Welcome to the Out There channel, live stream 286. Let's see how well we go today. It's been a few niggles already. As always, something changes. Hopefully it sounds alright. Who's out there today? You're there, Susan. Sound is good? Great. Yeah, another strange problem. I don't know what was going on there. I think we might have a corrupted file. Configuration file. Which ain't good. Going down. There's Charles with us, and Ken. I think I've seen Ken lately. Hello. Good to be back. What would you do without live streams to cause stress in your life? Hey, I keep the swearing to a minimum in the side chat. Be civil to each other. No trolling. No self-promotions. No posting URLs without permission. Just the common stuff, right? Hey, what's going on? What's happened there, Susan? Charles. Alright, Charles is there. You need different color codes to make it stand out a bit better. Instead of every moderator being blue, you better pick your own color. Roberts is with us as well. We have all the blues in the room. Okay. Getting up closer to the 300 live streams. That's a crazy number. Live, I should say stream. 86. Saturday live analysis and topics. UFOs. Okay. No company tonight. How's that even possible? You're only the party house. With 20 kegs of beer in the basement. What's that Tom Cruise movie? A bit like that, probably. What's that one called now? Where it destroys everything. Can't even remember what the name of the movie is anymore. It's the one that made him famous anyway. Yeah, so where do we begin? Yeah, BitChute's been going up and one down, up one sub, down one sub lately. Not sure what's going on there. And the subs have been sort of static again. Goes up in bursts. So yeah, you can see that there. So what's the first topic today? Let's see how much this loads up. Alright, so The alien, I think it was. Third phase of the moon. So we'll just play a clip of that one. Now, everybody that knows me out there knew I had actually said what the alien was as soon as I saw the thumbnail. Because I got a good memory of these things, so I debunk them all the time. And GUFON is going, how would anyone know that was a fake alien? Come on, you could just look at it and see it was fake. How would you know it was from a movie? You could see it look like it's staged, right? It doesn't take too much common sense, really. So let's just play what Third Phase was saying and see how it goes. They put together their dream team. Dr. J, is it? UFO Proof of all people. 2-time felon. Third Phase of the Moon. GUFON. A guy called Doc Skinner. I wonder if he is really a doctor. It's not me, though. Let's see, who else was in the list? And all people, Dave Scott and that Preston guy. Man, did they get really called out big time again and made fools off. But anyway, let's just carry on. So here's the thumbnail. As soon as I saw that, I said, oh yeah, I recognise that. It's from this sci-fi horror movie. And I'll bet Scott Brando will post something out on his Twitter again. And sure enough, he did. So we'll just go over it. Look, you can even look at the thumbnail there, right? You can see it looks like something in a suit. Not the best quality. Looks too much human-like, really. It looks like a cheap Hollywood costume. Anyway, just carry on.
Third phase of moon.
Third Phase of Moon here. Blake Cousins, we've got a special report along with a huge panel tonight. We've opened up a Third Phase of Moon and brought in experts to go over the footage that comes in every day. We've got a...
Now, the experts just means drips under pressure here, not actually professionals.
Now expert in regards to crash and retrieval on the panel.
I gotta feel sorry for this guy. They're gonna ruin his life, but anyway. He's down the down track now. He was a good researcher, but now he's meant to be a video analysis expert. So.
Preston Dennett, we've got radio host Richard Giordano from GUFON Radio.
GUFON. He's got his haircut ready for prison by the looks of it there.
Including DJ Dave Scott from Spaced Out Radio.
He's had a trim of his beard. He looked a bit hairier last time I saw him.
We've got a YouTuber, UFO Proof, with us. Also, we have with us...
There's the 2-time felon, cancer hoaxer dude.
From the Rebel Underground Network, Doc Skinner, including my brother...
Underground, Doc Skinner. So that's the Doc Skinner they're talking about.
Brent Cousins, let's get to it. The background behind this photograph that I received a few days ago is apparently from a police officer in Mexico. Captured in 2017 is the information we received, but there's nothing else behind it. We've invited the panel to take a look at this photograph.
Yeah, did you bother doing a reverse image search?
Find out the mystery behind this. Is this a straight
how
up
else
hoax,
would you find
or
out
are we
about it?
looking at a real alien being captured by a police officer? Let's get to Richard Giordano and get his opinion right away.
Don't know, did he anal probe you, Blake? Because you need something like that.
So, got the picture of this alien. I am blown away by it. And it's hard to blow me away because we went through the
Blake will blow you.
that kind of looked like mannequins in early 2000s. We saw them up by a
dream
fence
team
with the
are gonna blow
infrared, and
GUFON.
they're blinding that, it's blinding their eyes, and they're trying to cover their eyes. If you guys remember those kind of looked real almost like mannequin-ish.
Okay, so guys, we've been through this before. These kind of look real. We know this is the Boyd Bushman doll, right? That you can buy from Walmart. You know, even I can see that after 1 second. See, that's the Bushman doll.
Yes, I guess. Dummies. But
Yeah, you're a dummy.
this one it's a photograph taken by a police officer, a trained observer.
Yeah.
Maybe not of aliens and UFOs, but
It looks like he scammed you then.
You know, describe what he saw better than most people. He knows how to observe something, and he saw this thing. This police officer, not a citizen, not just a regular citizen, a trained observer, saw this
More
and took
trained
a
than
picture
you,
of it.
GUFON.
So let's transition and get some more opinions in regards to this incredible photograph.
Come on,
Dave
we need
Scott
a
from
laugh.
Spaced Out Radio. What's your
Come
thoughts?
Now, I have had a couple of moments to take a serious look at this photograph that you provided of this alien that looks to the forest. Now, as an experiencer and a journalist who's used to investigating stories, I have a lot of time to try and put things together. I try to look at all different angles to what I am actually looking at. When I look at this photo, I can tell that it has been enhanced by certain lighting that we could bring up through the computer.
Yeah, it's called
There's a
camera
couple of things that stand
spotlights.
out for me. If I was going from a real skeptical side, this creature looks
You
a
can
lot
see
like
here
the
is
creature
obviously
from the
lit
movie
up
Signs.
right in the
The
photograph.
face
You can
is a little bit
just see
different,
straight
but
away.
actually looking at. When I look at the slender body,
You don't get quality
this
photograph
creature
like
looks
that
a
from your
lot
smartphone
like
at
the
night time. Yes. Whenever Dave become an expert in video analysis, but yeah, he's right. So you can see here how the tree's lit up. You're not going to get that quality lighting from a flash on a smartphone, are you? You can see the creature would be very dark. You can see it's stage lighting there.
There's a couple of things that stand out for me. If I was going from a real skeptical side, this creature looks a lot like the creature from the movie Signs. The face is a little bit different.
There you go.
The
So
slender
Dave was the closest to it. He's to the movie. So yep.
body and the color and skin tone is very much the same. The other thing
It's probably
that
the
caught
same
my
costume.
attention about this creature was on its right knee, just above it. It almost looks like there is wrinkles like pants would have, or tight pants.
There.
That have been pulled up a little too far, and that kind of made me look at it and say, well, is this really true? However, from an experiencer point of view, I'm a little bit baffled by this.
Absolutely fascinating, the connections and different opinions of what people see in this photograph. Appreciate the input. Now let's get to expert in regards to crash and retrievals, Preston Dennett.
So here we have another case of a police officer who claims to have photographed an alien. I find this interesting because there are a number of cases like this.
So where's this police officer on video saying it was him? Did they actually do any background checking?
There's a high percentage of police officers among UFO witnesses. It's the nature of their job, I think. And I know there's one case which took place in Alabama to Officer Jeff Greenhaw, who photographed a silver-suited figure. There's also a case which took place in Yorkshire, England in the late 1980s to Officer Philip Spencer. It's the famous Ilky Moore alien photograph. So
And they all look fake, though. They probably look more legit than this thing.
Photograph? I don't know. It looks like a gray. I can say that for sure.
The head's too small. It's got little eyes.
3 seconds long. The backstory is that this was taken by a police officer who was called to a local park to investigate a person loitering there. What the video actually shows is 3 people.
It's got that crappy music in the background. Is that loud enough for you guys?
Cell footage apparently hears something, and this gray figure.
I think his mic's a bit lower.
And I'm a bit on the fence about it. What I do find most interesting about it is that ET itself is very accurate to how people describe grays in a number of details, such as this thing has very thin legs and arms. It's not wearing any clothes apparently, or perhaps a very tight jumpsuit. It's got large dark eyes, big bald head. Looks like there's 4 fingers on its hand.
Actually, it kind of looks like this guy, if anything.
Fingers and a thumb. This is more clear in the video. So yeah, real or fake, the details are absolutely accurate. But I'm going to remain on the fence with this one until I can talk to the witnesses themselves.
Interesting stuff, Preston. Thanks for joining us tonight. We've got more stories coming up.
Fancy even associating with this UFO channel. How to bring your reputation right down to low.
Everybody on the panel is incredible. Let's get to Kyle in regards to his evidence that he found out about this photograph. Go ahead, Kyle, from UFO Proof.
Yeah, he searched
This photograph
Brando,
appears
did
to
he?
show what we call a gray extraterrestrial being in the background of the photograph. Now, we were unable to validate any of the information that went along with this photograph. In fact, when you research some of the metadata on it, you find that this photograph has been cropped and resized many different times. And it doesn't even point to the origin of the photograph or where it might have came from. But it begs a question. This photograph does show what people report.
Which is a red flag that it's been hoaxed, right? If it's got no metadata.
Right. They do appear to look the same. This photograph shows a being with a large head, bulbous eyes, long slender arms. Although the one thing I did notice was how tall this being looks compared to what is reported by other people, where this one appears to be between 5.5 foot to 6 feet tall, and most reports of gray aliens tend to be between 3 and 4 feet tall.
It's interesting, the reverse search.
It's amazing that none of them have picked up that it's a movie suit. Let's see. Let's see if we can zoom it in a wee bit here. Yeah, it's on the wrong screen. I wonder if we can zoom it in here better. So does that look like a large head? It looks more like the Predator movie to me, but yeah. I don't know if these guys out there would have been fooled by it. They reckon they had 700 people on the live stream when they were talking about it, and no one piped up saying it was from a movie. I can't believe that. That's cool BS on that. There must have been someone. Here we go. Yeah, maybe a South American 5-footer guy in a, you know, they got skinny arms and legs, right? Doesn't have the big eyes. Kind of looks more like the Predator to me. Let's see, what else can we do with it? What's that coming up here? The tree stump. Well, I've gone back a version on paint and it seems to be behaving a wee bit at the moment. It's on the wrong thing. Just noticed it should be on RGB. Okay. Seems to be running okay at the moment, or a bit better. Can't really enhance it much better than that, really. Might just zoom in a wee bit more on the face there. Yeah, I think there must have been something different in that other build, because this seems to be working alright. But fingers crossed, it'll probably go wrong at some stage. Yeah, it's not, it doesn't look right. It doesn't look like a big head to me. Not the classic grey at all, is it? You can see that it's not really sharp at all. Okay. In fact, when you look at it like that, the head looks normal size, normal human size. Going up there. It's probably just taller up here, that's all. Just not enough light there to see much. Anyway, now we can see what they're talking about. Just get rid of that game. Hey, Shelley joined us. Where's Ken today? I'm seeing Ken. Let's keep going on with this. Have a few more laughs.
Image and what you could come up with that. It's interesting to find out even more evidence in regards to this photograph. Let's get to the Rebel Underground Network. Doc Skinner, what do you got for us?
From the analyzation of it, it doesn't look photoshopped. It looks very defined. And being in the business, entertainment industry, movie business for 30 years, I know about special effects.
Ah, so he's one of these movie makers, right?
For films and TV. So there could be this possibility somebody in a warehouse might have said, "Hey, I've got, you know, this alien. Let's take a photo of it at the party tonight. You know, put it in the trees and stuff." And someone wanted to send it to us.
Oh, they've added sound effects, have they? I heard a ding sound as the light went up.
Step outside the box. Look at it from other perspectives other than just what everybody jumps
So
on the
basically,
bandwagon
they're not
and
experts, they're just like talking heads, really.
we like to be analytical. I think that's a word. So please let us know what you think about this image.
There you
now,
go.
Let's go back to the image.
I'm not an expert,
if you
but
notice the facial
you tell
features
us.
are very defined. The shoulder is very defined. The arm is glowing white because if you notice, the tree is capturing most of the flash from the camera, and the rest that's going past the tree is going on the arm, and you can see the definition of the muscle tones and its structure.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I can listen much more on this guy.
The way the lighting is on is, from the looks of it, 5 to 6 feet tall. And
The alien face itself, which would be pretty difficult to do in Photoshop. What I'm looking at is actually, I'm thinking is in-house. It's actually taken through the camera. Now, could this be a mannequin? That's a possibility, but what we're looking at is legitimate.
And it looks darn real to me. It doesn't look like a dummy. It could be. We could all be faked. I get that.
There's a dummy there.
But you have to look back at the history. People have seen aliens, have been abducted by them. So why can't it be real? Don't just dismiss it immediately. I want you to really think about what you have learned over the years. If you're a casual observer, type in, whatever you can in the search and compare this to other ones. Now, I have a photograph that I'm going to share with you guys that I don't know if you ever saw it. Looks very
not
similar
the plant.
to this alien's head, its face. This kind of looks demon-esque to me. There we go again. It's really weird looking. You can see motion blur, a little bit of it. It's moving, I believe. It turned its head. It looks like the arm moved. And speaking of the arms, the limbs, it doesn't, if this is a fake, it doesn't look like a fake.
It looks very natural. It looks like something's lurking in the forest, like it's not supposed to be
My
there,
pinky
like
looks
it
more
doesn't want to
realistic.
get caught or seen, which for some reason, it always seems to be that way with any type of extraterrestrial phenomena. Therefore, when I look at this video, I'm baffled. I don't know if it's real. I don't know if it's a statue or if it's a real thin person who could fit into a bodysuit of that size.
The body is very, very skinny, but we're going to play devil's advocate. It could be, now don't get me wrong, it could be the real deal.
Although this photograph in particular may be highly suspect, I want to stress that that doesn't mean that all photographs of extraterrestrials or UFOs are fake. In fact, we know plenty of them can be real.
It's interesting, as Kyle stated earlier, the dates of this photo and why it was released just recently doesn't really match up. Some say it's done in 2017 that this was actually captured, but now Kyle's saying it goes back to 2015. So what's really going on with this photo and why is it released now? Well, that's a question.
It looks fake. The only one way it would look fake, because we don't know what to look for. We see something like this, it's fake automatically, because aliens aren't showing up to everybody every day.
Alright, so garbage. Alright. So they did a damage control one the next day after they read Scott's post. So we'll get to that in a minute. I think it's up here. So Scott's classed the Dream Team as hoaxes now, but really they're fraudsters, not hoaxes. Third Phase of the Moon tried to investigate this image of an alien claiming its photo they received a few days ago from a police officer in Mexico. They asked some experts their opinion. None of them identified an old hoax I exposed in 2017, but I did. And I'm not sure if it was non-English. I think it might have been a non-English movie. And he's got the original video here, I think. What's he got here? This pic is a frame from Spanish. Yeah, so it's got to be Spanish horror movie. And he's gone on here, which is kind of funny too. The hoax channel Third Phase concluded their video calling that team the Dream Team in ufology. Seriously, guys? The new team has begun, and I believe the Alien Addict is part of it now. Or to get views and cash from you suckers. UFO YouTube. Third Phase, share your incredible UFO videos. Yeah, send all your fakes to them because they'll promote them anyway. And also remember when I explained it in 2017 about the fake alien was shared with my old tweet on the English tabloid Daily Express. Yeah, I remember that too. Like some of us actually got brains and memory. That was made in 2016 out of Mexico. After the epic fail they did yesterday, they said they found the answer about a photograph, explaining that it was an image from a movie. What a great investigation! They found out from Scott Brando, is what he's saying there. It's funny, really. You don't put something out there until you've investigated it properly and then say, yep, we've done our thing. We reckon it's fake or whatever, or we found it here. How to get egg on your face, right? So let's have a look at the damage control one. That's going to be even more funny, probably.
Third.
Special
Phase
reports. Damage control.
of Moon.
Welcome back to Third Phase Moon. Blake Cousins again with a new special report. We've heard of UFO crashes from around the world. Now there's reports of a UFO crash in the middle of the forest in the UK. A man walking his dog comes across something that he believes might be extraterrestrial in origin. What could have caused this clearing within this forest, knocking down trees overnight? We have it.
Maybe some hoons with a tractor.
An investigative panel tonight, a full roundtable. We have tonight with us Richard Giordano from GUFON Radio Stream, including Dave Scott from Spaced Out Radio, also coming in from Arizona, Doc Skinner from the Underground Rebel Network or 1028 Productions, and a new member to the roundtable from the UK, Ollie from Alien Addict, as well as my brother, Brett Cousins.
Oh, yeah, that
in this
really
episode,
helped.
we're going to go over the mystery in the UK, including a brand new UFO video just into Third Phase of Moon. But before we get to all of that, I wanted to give you a quick update about yesterday's episode in regards to the mysterious alien photo. Well, after we put it out and over 30,000 views in less than 24 hours, we've kind of found out the answer to the mystery behind it.
Kind of found out, yeah, they
there's
looked at a real
documentary or film,
expert.
Blair Witch movie, that was made in 2016 out of Mexico called OVNI. We're not getting much information in regards to who
You gotta
made
learn
the film,
to do some research,
whether
guys.
this is
You
a
gotta
Blair
learn
Witch or a real
skills.
documentary, but I thought we'd let you know what happened in regards to the information and investigation we did last night. Now, let's get into this new breaking news coming in right here at Third Phase of Moon. So
Breaking
let's go to
news,
Richard
damage
Giordano
control.
from GUFON Radio. What's your thoughts?
Well, this is
they're
another
talking about this one.
fantastic photograph with a little bit of video of, wow, I can't believe what I'm looking at. It looks like something
I'm looking
went
at a
through
forest.
the forest, like King Kong, and knocked down all the trees, and kind of looks like it went one direction. This guy in the UK named Ben was walking his dog, and he said it felt kind of eerie, like he was being watched. They walked up to the scene where trees are just laid down. It kind of reminds me of the Tunguska event back in early 1900s, I believe.
Oh, man.
But the Tunguska laid down trees in all directions.
Don't spit out your beer,
This
will
looks
you,
like
Robert, laughing?
something came in from one direction and plowed through the trees. Could it have been a meteor? It could have maybe been an ice meteor, maybe, or
If it was a meteorite, it'd be on
something
fire,
that,
wouldn't it?
when it exploded above the Earth, created a shockwave and laid down the trees this way. But I'm not sure if even that's true.
Go ahead, David Scott from Spaced Out Radio. What is going on?
I can tell you what, we got lots of clearings like that in our forests in New Zealand. There's nothing abnormal about that clearing there. Did they even investigate to see if the trees were snapped off? No. I bet they chainsawed, probably. So yeah, where's the proper investigation that MUFON investigators do?
Here.
Trees. Living in British Columbia, I am surrounded by trees. There are forests everywhere. In fact, over 85% of British Columbia is covered in forests. And there are some strange things that happen in the forests of our land and around North America and the world. Looking at this video, I could say one thing. I don't think it's UFOs in a landing spot. Here's the reason. Where I live, I have a lot of friends who are in the forestry industry. And I got to ask them, what is this all about? What would cause this? Is this aliens? Or is this some sort of...
A really strong wind where you get what they call widow maker fall down. Or a few of them are probably rotten at the base and they all snap in the big strong wind. So let's see what he says.
Natural phenomena. Bingo, natural phenomena. You see,
Yeah.
what happens is when the winds start ripping through the forest, they can cause tornado-like effects. And this has been seen by numerous people in forestry over the decades and centuries.
But we haven't even
within the
seen
province of
how they were
British Columbia
broken.
and elsewhere. So what happens is these winds that pack through the trees, they start swirling, almost like a tornado. And they take off through the trees, pulling up the trees, some as big as 100, 150 feet, and they fall forward
all in the same direction. So unfortunately on this one, I can't call aliens, I can call Mother Nature.
We got more insight coming in. Doc Skinner has his own insight in regards to a UFO crash in Arizona and what it could be in relation to this recent report out of the UK. Doc, take it away.
After researching the video of the gentleman walking his dog and coming across this clearing of trees that have been knocked over, it could be a UFO crash, but most likely was recovered by the military right after. But we also need to look at everything from both sides. Now, if you look behind me, this is a natural scenario. This happened a couple years ago. It started where trees were all broken at around the third of the way up mark. And as you see, they've all fallen to the ground since then. But rumor was that a UFO flew through and crashed through all those. But we come to find that it was erosion and overcompensation of water in the land and flooding area. Now, this other area in the video that we have seen could be the same thing. When soil gets too loose, the roots start holding and trees will fall. Once certain trees fall on a certain number of trees or the weight, it will continue to go. So there are plausible explanations of what could have happened in this forest, but until
I guess can we see anything that's been broken off there? Or was it just bent over from the soil at the roots? It's a bit hard to tell. They don't look like broken off, do they? Nothing's been scorched. Even just looking at it, that just looks like a normal, natural thing. So was it even on a UFO channel? Who knows? It's not, you don't investigate it and still put it up unless you're going to expose it as the guy is a liar or misguided or whatever.
Till some scientists go in and check the soil samples and all that to see if it was abruptly ripped out of the ground. Another plausible natural occurrence is called a wind blow, which knocks over groups of trees. I'm from Texas, so I know about windstorms because we have these things called tornadoes, and I see a lot of trees get pulled up.
All right, let's get to the next panel member, Ollie from Alien Addict. More insight in regards to this new crash development in the UK.
Oh, please,
Ollie, what's
Alien
up?
Addict, tell us.
If this had been flooding, it would still look wet, the soil around, because you can see that one of the trees you can see its roots. It's fallen over.
There you go.
I wonder if there's a river nearby, and this whole area got flooded, 3 weeks ago or so. And we've had extremely good weather in the UK recently. Maybe it's all dried up, and it's making it look like it's been flattened, this area, when in reality it was just a flood. Also,
don't know about flood.
My reasoning for it being
it rains like hell in the UK, doesn't it?
An area that's been flat for a while is you can see that there's foliage coming through, and between all these trees that have been down, going past the trees, maybe this is about three or 4 weeks old. The trees are not dying because the roots are still
So is it a
ground,
UFO channel or is it a forest?
I don't know.
Lumberjack channel.
It's an odd one, but I have seen it before where there has been flooding.
I can't wait till they do analysis of flare videos and balloons. That's going to be good.
That happens in the UK. Probably happens in other countries.
We can do this each week.
What's your thoughts on this breaking news coming out of the UK?
Team.
The mystery behind what happened in the UK still is up in the air. I do like what we're looking at, but
no, it's on the ground, you dope.
Phenomenon
not the air.
As a downburst or a possible microburst. These are the questions we're asking when it does come to crashes that are found, such as these, a apparent UFO crash. I would expect to see torch marks or burn marks.
I wonder if it turned out to be like a tractor was clearing area there with D9. They'll probably find bulldozer tracks, probably.
Marks upon the trees or some sort of corrosion of some sort of a chemical change of high heat. We're not seeing any of that right now, so I'm still leaning towards this being maybe just a natural phenomenon, Blake.
Could this be a logging company that started to do some maybe logging and started clearing the path and decided
GUFON's
not
onto
to?
it.
I know it's a stretch, but I'm trying to think of the most logical thing.
A stretch that a company would go in there and
I guess,
bulldoze the
one of
trees.
these
Yeah, it's a
weather
real big
experts
stretch
or
there,
experts
Richard.
on trees said that it looks like a downburst of wind came in and it
I just realised Richard stands for dick, doesn't it? So
knocked down the trees, which I guess is possible. It doesn't look that old. It looks like it just happened. Trees are still fresh. They look like they were just laid down this morning.
let's get on with
Very
the...
interesting.
To crash in a forest in Cornwall.
They can drag it out.
Guys,
This
thoughts
is...
in the comments. What do you think happened in the UK? Is this some kind of hoax, or is there something extraterrestrial in nature in regards to this cleared area in the middle of the forest? Now,
did the guy see a UFO? Did he see an explosion? Did he see a meteorite or anything like that? He just come across a clearing. Ridiculous, really.
Into this new incredible UFO video that's just come in, captured by a doorbell cam. Watch.
Oh god, is it going to be a meteorite or a bug? Oh, it's a spider on the lens, is it?
All right, Richard, I know this is new breaking news coming into Third Phase Moon. What's your thoughts on this video?
Wow.
Wow,
these doorbell cams are amazing sometimes. I mean, you catch things you normally wouldn't catch. And what set the doorbell cam off? Aren't they motion activated? I thought so.
Well, you reckon a little bug on the lens,
I don't
guys?
know. Maybe the guy's got a different kind of door cam that's on.
Certainly
but
moved like
it
it.
is, recorded something that looked like it was a shooting star. So this object.
See, they can't even tell a basic bug running across the lens. You got to take these guys seriously.
Out of the sky like a regular, normal shooting star. Hovers.
No, it's not. It changes
and it takes
direction.
off in a
You
completely
dope.
different direction.
Doesn't meet the signature.
As that's happening, when it changes direction, another shooting star-esque object looks like it was trying to intercept it. Could it be these alien wars we've been hearing
Maybe
about?
it's two flies having a bonk and one separated.
I don't know. There's supposed to
God
be
almighty.
59 species fighting it out. But if we caught something like that, it would be amazing. I think what this is
I catch them every
bugs
night
in
with
the
my
distance.
security camera.
They're just hitting the light from the porch maybe, and it's recording it, and because that's what makes sense. But it also looks like
There's a fly that come and land on the lens, ran across it, and then
Dave
took
Scott,
off again.
I know this is kind of coming in fast as it does right here at Third Phase Moon, and you're looking at it in real time with us. What's your thoughts on this?
Non-UFOs.
Ding dong. Yeah, I'm telling you, these doorbell cameras are not catching UFOs. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news.
At least
here,
Dave's got some
but,
brains.
you know, to me, it looks like bugs. And you know, go back like 20 years. Remember all these videos we saw of these fluttering rods?
I think Dave's
that's
the only
what we're
one that's
seeing
actually got any common
all
sense
right?
amongst all of them,
Because
actually.
the doorbell camera is not a high-resolution camera. It is not something that is going to capture something very much in focus, okay? Look, we see it all the time with filming. We see it all the time on the internet. This is very easy to reproduce. I think what we look like, although it is really interesting and cool, we are looking at bugs flying. Sorry, aliens. It's not you ringing the doorbell this time. I apologize. I really want it to be. However, not this time. The doorbell does not ring for extraterrestrials.
Man, he's actually better than GUFON. Amazing.
Okay, let's get to Doc Skinner from Rebel Underground Network. What's your thoughts? I just shared this video with you about an hour ago, and you're looking at it right now. What do you got?
Now, I've seen the doorbell footage. I actually have a doorbell camera, and I've seen a lot of footage from that as well. This was not a shooting star. It was not a comet, even though someone would think that, because they don't slow down and change direction. Also, the idea of it being a bug, I'm going to have to take that out of the equation because, like I said, I've seen a lot of footage and I've seen bugs fly in front of my camera.
It's running along the lens and then it jumps off and flies off, you dumbass.
That the distance of this object, you can tell there's a way of seeing a depth that it is not right near the camera. This is out there in the sky.
Rubbish.
So, this one's still a mystery.
Brett, this has just come in on
Well,
my
you
email.
can't take
I
that
think
guy
it's the first time the world's
seriously
seen it.
ever again.
What's your thoughts on this video, Brett?
That's right, Blake. We got this Gmail this morning. We were looking at this video and we said, well, let's get it out to the panel right now. So we're going over it. And my opinion, at first I thought this could have been a shooting star that came into view, but then
My first
what we
opinion was
just
a
saw,
bug straight
it
away.
stopped in midair. It's completely unconventional what we're looking at. No sort of aircraft or drone could produce these kind of movements. So what is this? Could this just be an insect that captures the light from the porch reflecting onto an insect?
No, it's
Highly
infrared
unlikely.
light
What
reflecting
we're
off
looking
of your
at, in my
dumbass.
opinion, is something that's coming off from the distance, and it's coming in fast. Whatever it is, it's really unexplained at the moment. What a great catch today.
Man, I don't know. I don't like this.
There's exactly,
I
you
don't know.
don't know, Goof,
Getting
and you
this
should give up
information
UFOs.
sometimes, you just all you find is what was sent to you.
How many years does he keep claiming that he's an expert? 17 or 18? Can't even tell a bug UFO.
It's amazing. I don't know what. I'll have to look into it. We'll probably do a further update, maybe.
I want to thank everybody on the panel
Need an
tonight
anal
that joined
probe.
us at this third phase of moon special.
Well, special reports. So we got those coming in every day now, have they? Is that? Let's see. How many views did they get on that? They're going to be a laughing stock before long, aren't they? 14,000. Looks like people are not taking it very seriously. How? What was the other one? Yeah, I'm gonna have to push on the name, aren't I? How many views did the other one get? I suppose someone's got to take over from Tyler's laughable videos. 37,000 views. How many downvotes did they get on it?
Every day.
Only 200. Let's add another one to it. There we go. 2,000 likes. Unbelievable. Let's have a read of the comments. They can be quite fun too. Easier to catch an alien than a Bigfoot. I'm excited. Why not bring an alien abducted person on? Hey, I did that. Of course they wouldn't want to be seen. I wouldn't call a Mexican cop a trained observer. I love it. Mexican police are more corrupt than politicians. Now that guy should be the top comment. I gotta give him a thumb up on that one. That's good. Absolutely fantastic idea, having a panel. Yeah, right. Yeah, it is a fantastic idea because we get to laugh quite often now, which is quite good. Am I the only one that thinks it looks similar to an alien in a movie? No. Let's give a thumb up on that one. Oh boy, so a cop took a picture like the honest people. Come on, let's... Looks like some of these guys have been talking to Smoke some good weed. You're right about that, mate. Chad. Give him an upright on that one. This was originally from 2017 out of Argentina. Was it Argentina? I'm not too sure. It still could have been filmed in Mexico. I think UFO Interest said it was Spanish Mexican, wasn't it? On a closer inspection of this picture, it seems far too thin to be human. Nah, wrong. Have you seen some of those skinny Asians? This like straight up bones. This was debunked a while ago. Yes! Anyone that's in ufology for 18 years would have known that. There have been many reports of ETs. Yes, a police photo has intelligence behind it. I'm not sure what he means by that. criminal intelligence. It sure has. I have a hard time believing anything from Mexico. Hey, me too, mate. And Brazil. And Peru and Argentina. Debunkers have already branded it a CGI hoax. Well, actually it's not. It's this latex movie. Wow, this is real alien. Look, this guy's got the infection that Shelly has. A lot of emojis there. Anyone check to see if the lichen growing on the tree is one of the types that one is the tree species? And what the hell is he talking about? I believe this is a real photo. Yes, it is, but it's a movie frame. I think it was used on the cover, wasn't it? The cover of the CD or whatever it was, DVD. I think you could do a reverse search on it. But anyway, that was hilarious. My eyes are watering from that. So I have debunked a lot of these alien ones before, and I will just play a clip of each of them and post it on the side chat for you guys to have a look at if you've not watched the older live streams. Yeah. Where's your emojis today? I haven't seen any. I love those comments. Yeah, they're funny, weren't they? You coming back, Susan? Where's Susan gone? Alright, so yeah, we got these ones here that I did aliens on not too long ago, because Shelley asked me about them. Again, it was third phase. Let's see if it'll play. I'll just have a listen to a wee bit of the intro, and then I'll talk about it.
Collaborator Gustavo Alemán in Mérida.
And it's that fraudster called Jaime Mason behind this post.
Show me this image in his cell phone, and I say, where?
So apparently this is a spud cam. So their cell phones ain't very good back in 2005, obviously down in South America. So is this the image that's meant to be like a shadow thing? I'm not sure.
Where did you get this?
So I'll just skim a bit on that one. So yeah, back to the. See, this is where my mind was going when I saw some of these things.
When Bushman's claims began to gain traction.
See, there you go, Mike Bushman. I had actually out dudes. These ones here, especially. Look plus like the scene models, things that you can get. But I think before then you can actually do it with clay. You can make these little rubber. You know, you put wire frame and wrap clay around it and just build up these little wax models. Not wax models, clay models. But you use you can actually make models using obviously. So let's see. There was one for the monkey. Mike Bushman doll. But yeah, so cover it in that if you want to go and watch it. And then they got this one here, other costumes. So we'll just play that one. So this is a kid. I actually found the costume online that it's from. And it's got the high back on it there and the big skull. Well, it's very close to the same one. There'll be variations on the same thing, obviously. But yeah, so you can have a watch that one too. Previous faked aliens. Now that one did a round on Twitter, I think it was. From AliExpress or China. That's from the photograph. Let's just go back a wee bit. Spud cam. You can see why people laugh at UFO people and Bigfoot. Look how blurry it is. Let me just come up. So yes, so I had a look at it, and it took me about 5 minutes to come up with this image here, which I got it in the post here, but I'll bring it up. So here it is here. So there's the image, and I tried to blur it the best I could from the shot image here. This I've got a bit too pixelated. But you can see here we've got the white strip or the grey strip down the front here. And there's another one too from Brazil, I think it was. Just carry on. It's like a blurry mess. Oh right, a guy that's saying hi from the top of the mountain. That was just another ridiculous one. Oh, that one there. So eventually I found some of those links where the actual mountain was. Although it's on the wrong angle, I think. Let's see. It's taken from another angle. Probably further around here, so it's aiming up the side. You can see the peak here. There's the peak going around the other side, so it's probably photographed from over here. And you can see it doesn't look too alien-like to us. It looks like someone in a jumpsuit. Let's see, did I have an image up for that? Oh, no. Let's have a look. Be on here somewhere. Maybe I've got it further on. So here we go. He sent me this here, which he claims was enhancement of the cover page. And I'm not sure if he was trying to claim that pattern there and that pattern there were actually eyes, but it looks non-symmetrical, right? Looks like a blurry mess. Yeah, the guy used some special software to enhance it apparently. But yeah, I found a comparison photograph on that one, and I do a side by side and all that, so you can go and check that out sometime. And yeah, back to GUFON. What was this one talking about? The Dream Team, was it?
What's happening? It's unbelievable. It really is. They've got so much information, and to get this information out quickly, as
he's talking about third phase there, they got so much information,
accurately vetted, researched.
They don't research.
It doesn't get any better. And it's going to be out on YouTube for the world to see on Third Phase of Moon, GUFON Radio Stream, Spaced Out Radio, Dr. J, and anybody else who comes on. This is unbelievable. This is huge for GUFON Radio and everybody else. Not only is this something that is going to be immensely popular, this is the way things should have been done all the time. I mean, it's all technology, right? Now we can give you these things in the best video quality we know how to. And with Third Phase's editing and experience with camera software and all that stuff, it's not going to look any better. It's not going to sound any better. It's not going to be shit. It's going to be the best thing on YouTube. I've been saying it for years, even when I fought. Well, I guess it was just me fighting with them. They didn't bother with me. But nonetheless, even when I went against Third Phase, I always said, it's a shame because they're really good with the camera. I say it all the time. They're very entertaining. And
hoaxes generally are good with cameras.
I know that Third Phase has
faked LA UFO live events.
And myself, we all grow through experience. And people have questioned me. Like, how can you do that after all the years you fought to have them removed from YouTube and tell people not to believe anything? How can you now put your name with them? I took that year off. I took a year off And what that year did for me was when I took a year off and
Didn't
quit
do
the
much,
show,
that's
quit
for
the
sure.
website, quit everything. I didn't even go on the internet. I swear to God. I didn't go on the internet for almost 11 months and look at UFOs or anything. Nothing.
Maybe you should keep on doing that. Help out the UFO community a bit. Okay, let's close that guy down. So yeah, he's promoting third phase there, like they're not hoaxes. Like they're the best thing since sliced cheese for ufology of all things. Okay, this is the next one, the next day, where they feel like they're complete idiots and doing damage control. Yeah, I'll just play the intro. That's in several places. Is that where it begins? Here's like a 5-minute intro. Is he talking?
On everything. But it just goes.
Haven't got the beginning.
What we're trying to do is to get the evidence, however you want to call it, pictures, videos, stories, whatever. We're trying to get them to you as fast as we can. They go
and that's
into
the problem.
third phase.
No
now
research.
I'm getting some. So there's already been an increase in people sending me. I got 2 today. I don't think I had 2 last month. So, but sometimes you just can't find it. Like, if I put alien walking through the woods, where's that going to show up to tell me what it was? I don't know how. It would have taken me a long time to do research. All of us, none of us got it right, and none of us got it wrong either. We'll talk about that. I got the video evidence and
what a moron.
Unreal. It happens, but tonight we just did another one too.
I don't know if you can do reverse image search on it or not. And let's see. Did I close it down? I probably did. But you probably can find it. So let's see. Alien in woods. Let's see what comes up. Be funny if it's on the first search, wouldn't it? Aliens in woods. There you go. Let's see what images we get. Ah, there's that one. So let's have a look. Looks like got the English forest. Oh, there's a good one. Alien woods, first one. That's all the other hoaxes out there, models. That could be it there, is it? Is that the one? Because there were several frames of it, right? It's bound to be here, I'd say. I'm not seeing it though. What's that one? Is that the one? They probably wouldn't call it woods though, would they? They'd call it forest probably. He probably doesn't know how to click on images and just scroll through, right? I bet if you spend enough time looking, eventually you'll find it. That's why you put in the research time, right? What was that one? Alien. Probably was there, probably missed it. It would have been a real laugh if it was the first image come up. How could you search on something like that? That would have been really hilarious. That would have made my day. Okay, alien and forest. We could say Mexico, I suppose. Maybe not Mexico. Oh, look, they look realistic. Really good. Yeah. There's a good one. That one's well fed. It's got a stomach on it. Woods. Let's go back to Woods, see what comes up for Mexico. Right, the other fakes. What was that? That had a name, some type of monkey. I had it on one of my previous live streams that I posted up anyway. They dipped it in acid to remove this the fur off it. It's bound to be here somewhere. UFO spotted. Someone's gonna have it out there. Just got to type the right keywords in. It's probably not Mexico. Is it Argentina? Maybe Argentina. Was it Argentina? I don't know. I have to go back to Scott's post with the movie link. Oh, have I still got it here? Maybe I have. Let's see. Here we go. What did he say it was again? Police officer in Mexico. Exposed 2007. Oh yeah, it was in Argentina. Here we go. It's from the movie. Oh, you can see it walking between trees there. So that means the image taken with the flash is not from the movie frame, is it? Or it's been tampered with, brightened. So this hoaxing thing is why third phase of the moon ran for me. Thanks for the unexpected answer. It's actually on YouTube though. Let's have a look. There's the movie. Is it free to watch, is it? I'll post a link to it if you want to have a look. Movie. We won't play it, we'll just keep on going. So it is Argentina. You think you should be able to find it then? Alien. I bet if you said movie, Argentina, probably come up with a thumbnail probably. So that way you could eliminate it being a movie. Let's see, is it going to give us it? Here it is. There you go. So how many further down are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 photographs down. So that's all you had to do for a background check. And when was that posted? 2017? Let's find out. Just have to use the right keywords. Is that the today? Oh, there you go. 2000. Police in Argentina. So GUFON, you look like a fool now, don't you all? Okay, so Paul's done it live debunk there for you. Okay, so close that one down. Let's just keep on going. This is a funny bit further up.
I think I'm right. on, well, on everything. But it just goes to show you. What did I say I said, I don't know what it is. It looks real. You want to know why? Because it was. Yeah.
And people actually give them
Anyway,
donations, right?
So we're all being called hoaxers. Overnight. I'm now officially
a fraud.
A hoaxer. Isn't that nice? Welcome to the hoaxer radio stream. I'm your hoax, Rich Jor Nobody. Boy. Roll call. Is it?
I think Robert will probably agree with that.
We've got
wouldn't you?
Lisa Marie with the double banger.
Yeah.
How you doing,
Yeah, let's
Lisa?
move it on a bit.
Rodrigo. Yeah, being debunked. This is tough. I got to grow a thicker skin again. Here we are, just a dirty human, filthy animal. Where the hell's the video? I'm trying to talk it through, and no.
Robert's saying
No.
yes, Richard, you're a
No.
hoax.
No. This is unbelievable. Oh, here it is.
I think people watch him because he's just so funny.
All right. And then where's the debunk I had? Oh, no, I didn't. Yeah, let me get this up.
He couldn't do
Here, I'll play the
research if he
video a little
wanted
bit,
to.
so you can get a refresh of what happened last night. Formed this group with Third Phase. Get people that in our little world talk about the picture, and we all didn't know it was from a movie.
Because I didn't know how to use Google.
Here, I don't know. Let me just play it. Here we go. Hold on.
I hope you're learning from me, guys, how to do
Still
some
going.
research,
Hold on.
5-minute
Here
Google
we go.
search there. If it's bound to be that it's going to be a cover page or
2017
someone
is the
exposing it
information
before.
we receive, but there's nothing else behind it. We've invited the panel to take a look at this photograph, give us their opinion, and see if they could find out the mystery behind this. Is this a straight up hoax, or are we looking at a real alien being captured by a police officer? Let's get to Richard Giordano and get his opinion right away.
Yeah. Hold on.
So, got the picture of this alien. I am blown away by it. And it's hard to blow me away because we went through the aliens that kind of looked like mannequins in early 2000s. We saw them up by a fence with the infrared, and they're blinding it's blinding their eyes, and they're trying to cover their eyes. If you guys remember those kind of look real, but almost like mannequin-esque, I guess. Dummies. But this one,
You're a dummy.
I was gonna say dummies like Jaime Maussan. I go dummies. You can even hear me say dummy. You say dummy.
Remember those? Those kind of looked real.
Oh, well, no, never mind.
But almost like mannequin-esque,
Listen.
I guess. Dummies.
Dummies.
But,
stupid.
This one, it's a photograph taken by a police officer, a trained observer, maybe not of aliens and UFOs, but he can definitely, describe what he saw better than most people. He knows how to observe something, and he saw this thing, this police officer, not a citizen, not just a regular.
I hate that I forgot to mention the holy Jiminy Glick. Do you see what I have to deal with living over here? I got it. Yeah, the pics. It's not a fake pic, Zach. I'll show you in a minute.
Regular citizen.
It's 100% real. It's from a movie. I'll pull it up in a minute, but yeah.
We'll just
trained
skip it.
observer.
It actually is a person in
Saw
a dummy,
this and
I
took
think.
a picture of
In
it.
a dummy. Calling us hoaxers.
A person in a dummy.
Nobody else knew. Not one person out of the
I did.
780 that were in the chat watching, not one person said, yeah, it's from this movie. Not one. Okay?
That's because
So,
you did have me in
give me
there.
a break. It's Skinny G. That's me. All right. Research we can.
So where does he play the movie clip? Does he actually play it? He's an idiot, isn't he? Unsub. Was that the movie there? Where's he play the movie?
It's long. The backstory is that this was taken by a police officer who was called to a local park to investigate a person loitering there.
Oh, here you go. Here's he does play the clip from the movie.
It's Skinny G. That's... Oh, wow, that bothers me. Let me tell you why. Well, watch this one more time. I want to tell you why. How? All right, I'll show you something in a minute. Hold on. Let's go slow. Why not? Right? We can do that. Guy takes a bite of apple. He thinks he's Adam over there. Right? Wasn't Adam and Eve? I hit play. No go? How you doing? What's apple taste great? Whoa, 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 whoa. Choo choo.
You can't even see
Hey,
it.
hey, you get out of that tree. Doesn't it remind you of the movie Signs?
Anyway, enough of that. Idiots.
Hey.
Okay. On to the next bit, I suppose. So, what's the next in the list? I've got to wipe the tears out my eyes. What's this one? Right. Nocturnal news, right. Okay. Apparently he's being hacked by this guy that's creating all these Secureteam accounts. But I don't know. To me, he almost seems like he's creating drama for himself to get traffic. He's probably the one creating all the accounts. Anyway, we'll just play this stupid clip here from this channel and also look at one of his latest best of UFO videos and have a comment on it. I'll just skim some of it.
Post and next thing you know, they have remote access to your computer. Okay, and if you guys don't know what's going on, go watch my last video. I'm going to try to make it quick. And I find it ironic that he would take the iconic Secureteam10 logo and replace the alien face with a rat face. Now, guys, that cannot be coincidence, okay? And here's just a quick example, of him doxing me. Dude literally threatened to, cause physical harm, to kill me, to put my lights out, infect my channel with bots. I mean, here we go. Let me read this, you guys. And again, I don't want to bring drama to the channel, but I have to.
So Secureteam scan reports. That was the guy that was on our live last weekend. So we got to keep an eye on all these guys and maybe block all of them anyway.
Protect myself. I really do. I need to document what is going on. So if and when anything happens, I can report it and I can have proof of who is doing it because I do have all of his information, okay? Right here. The new channel that he recently created, Secureteam10 Scam Reports, replied, "You're done, says your bot boys gonna mess up your boxing page." So right here, this is a direct threat. He's threatening to
Does
put
anyone
bots
know what his boxing page is? He was bragging that he had like 4 million subscribers, but I've never even come across any of the channels that we found that he's associated with. Only had like a couple of thousand or less. So, yeah. 5 downvotes. We must be doing something right then, Robert. I bet it's from the same person anyway.
Page or have bots attack my YouTube channel. I have a very popular boxing channel, and you know, a good friend of mine, our friend, was recently hacked. Okay, Dante's Boxing Nation. They went live on his channel and tried to sell Bitcoin. You know, and I believe this guy was behind it. But look, guys, this is a
5 downvotes. Alien Addict, GUFON, that's 2. Third Face, that's 3. Doc Skinner, that's 4. Who was the other one? Preston, 5. Anyway.
clear, direct threat. I mean, he's telling me right here, you're done. Check.
UFO Proof.
You know, says your boy, says your in little, you know, robot bot emoji there, gonna mess up your boxing image. Well, what do you mean by that? First of all, that's illegal. Number one. Number two, you shouldn't admit that online. You know, I mean, I mean, just talk about a dumb criminal, right? I mean,
drama.
break the law. Don't announce it to the world, because now I know it's you. Okay, and of course, hack forums. I mean, this guy is all over this website. You know, bragging about what he's done, admitting what he's done. Of course, I have his name, his address, his birth date, where he lives. I know his family. I know just everything. The police department, the high school. I know what kind of shoes he wears. I know everything about this guy now, right? You know, and I mentioned this in my last video.
Proof
the guy
too,
has
don't we?
over 5,000 accounts. Okay, with these links that will hack your device, your phone, your tablet, your computer,
Do
your
you
laptop,
think that
whatever
Google
you're
would allow
on.
5,000
click on the link.
accounts? I don't think so.
Hack any phone, live location, camera, file manager, gallery.
You couldn't even do that many IPs with VPNs,
explaining
right?
how he does it. And again, guys, the rat face, you know, and it's this rat malware, you know. I mean, guys, I mean, this is just, it doesn't take a, you know, creepy. This is getting very creepy, okay? You know, latest tweets from Secureteam10. You know, I'm the world's, you know, hack website or member of the media. I mean, I'll have the news knocking on this guy's front door.
So apparently this Nocturnal News is now friends again with Tyler. He's friends with Lions Ground apparently, and he's friends with Unirock. He's friends with everybody now.
Okay, here's a few of his channels. Okay, Proxy Secureteam10. Now, he just created this particular account. I mean, there's so many of them. You know, Secureteam10
and he's
scam
got
reports. Okay,
2,000
kind of just, you know, flip through them real quick
120 subs.
and show you guys. Here was the thumbnail for my last video. That was my friend's channel that I believe he hacked. You know, I mean, it just goes on and on. Real UFOs, another one of his channels. Secureteam10 backup. You know, now, again, guys, this is not the real Secureteam10. Has nothing to do with Tyler, okay? I mean, you see, he has so many channels. He creates...
Oh, yeah, so you can't get infections from YouTube links that he claims on the other video. Which I don't want to play, but on here he puts more information on. The next one here. It talks about being friends with everybody. And if you click on the links to his YouTube videos, you'll get infected. The only way you can get infected with a Trojan remote control software would be if you clicked on a website link, which had the wrong text on it, but the URL goes to a different location. If it had like screen tags that come up, you know, where click here for poll, that's probably another way you probably could do it. But yeah, this guy, what was that one? Oh yeah, it's just yeah, I think I've got the UFO one at the end here. I'll just get to that one. This guy is can't be taken seriously whatsoever, I don't think. So the hack is also in Secureteam.
Do not click on it, because if you click on that link, you could possibly be putting yourself at risk. You know,
talks the same crap.
Unirock, Secureteam10, GUFON, Alien Attic, all you guys out there. I've been warning you guys about this crap and you're not taking me serious. So maybe now you will, okay? This fake little insecure Team 10 guy, and I'm going to show you his channels. He's got probably, I don't know, 100 different channels. In fact, today he created 2 or 3 more brand new channels. I know where the guy lives, and some of his...
keeps repeating the same garbage, right?
Hacked in return. You know? I would... Okay? You will never be Tyler. Stop Tyler... Or... What? Never be Tyler. Stop Tyler to fool your subs and knock off Secureteam10 music. You're not him dreaming of his subs. It's funny because the guy claiming that I'm pretending to be Tyler is the same guy with like 200 fake...
So, yeah. So just let's have a look at what the RAT software is, so everybody out there's thing. So VAS has been detecting these for quite a few years now, and there's lots of variations, and he's saying it's remote access tools, but it's actually remote access Trojan, as you can see here. They call it Trojan, not tools. Has entered the top 10 most prolific malware threats for the first time. So that was back in end of 2018. And they got various names. Flawed Amy. Mass spam malware that has been used in targeting attacks as well as mass spam campaigns. So yeah, got to be careful of these ones and links that you're clicking. Make sure your virus scanner is always up to date, because they often get detected and sent for investigation. And there's some other information here on rats. On how do you detect or remove a rat virus on your computer. And what did someone say here? Rats are designed and made so that they are difficult to detect. The best solution is to have an antivirus software on your system. For the updated signature exists, the antivirus will detect it. Why is it dimmed? Right. You may even look into the processes that are on your system, which you can do with the system monitor tool. You can right click on it, go system manager, task manager I mean, and run it on your system, see the old processor active. Most of the time these malware are designed, unless it's a rootkit. If it's a rootkit one, it can actually hide itself from the system processes because it's loaded before the drivers are loaded, because that's what a rootkit does. So normally you would scan it from a boot CD or something like that, and scan your system, and then it can see it with the Windows password. You'd have to give a password so it can decrypt, access the partition on Windows. So there's not much said there. But yeah, normally if you get remote access, people can copy files. There was a channel, I think Susan saw it too, where the guy was getting back on the Indian scammers that pose themselves as Microsoft engineers. They phone up people's houses and say you're infected, and instead they infect your computer in return and charge you $5 for it. And there's a guy called, was it Scam Reports or something, a website? I've posted it on Discord. He's absolutely hilarious. The guy hacks them back while they're hacking him, but he's got a virtual computer set up, and so they think they're hacking his real computer, but they're hacking the virtual machine, and he can just packet sniff the traffic going back and forth. So he hacks them back and copies down all their files while they're talking to him on the phone, and he's playing dumb. It's hilarious. And then he finds a picture of the one of the Indian hackers and pops it up on the screen. It's just absolutely hilarious, and they keep trying to delete it and he keeps popping it back on the screen. And so he says at the end he's going to send it off to FBI, the police in India. I know where your address is and all that sort of stuff is hilarious. I'm not too sure if we can actually find the link to it. I might actually just post it. They're on Discord. The links, and also the channel spread across BitChute, I think, as well. BitChute, a few other channels, LBRY, and also YouTube, I think. Where's the link? Scammer. Let's see if I can find it. Damn, my sugar levels are dropping. My eyes are going. Got to keep drinking sweet stuff in that case. Scammer's Revenge, it's called. Here we go. I'll see if we can bring it up. Since I mention it, they need to do that on all the UFO channels. They need to get back at them. All the scammers. Scammers Revolt. There we go. It's hilarious. Which one was the funny one? He's probably put a few more up there since. Showing Scammer's picture, that one there. This is absolutely hilarious. I'll just post a link in the side chat. I'll go and have a watch of it after. It's about 15 minutes long. Scammer Revenge. Or Revolt, whatever it's called. So let's have a look at the UFO stuff now. How are we going for time anyway? Now, I do like Discord. It's very easy to search on it and find your posts. Let's see. Yeah, okay, we'll just carry on then. Hour and a half we've been into it. It's just on that alien stuff. So he's got that music. It's not actually Tyler's. It's actually just what's the guy's name? McLeod or something. That you meant to put in the description to say you've used it. And he hasn't got any links to say that he's used commercial music there. Well, you meant to get what's it called? Attribution. Where you meant to actually give a link to the actual full CD or whatever it is. Anyway, he reckons these are the best UFO. What is it? 3 awesome UFO sightings. So let's have a look at them.
Alright guys, today I'm going to show you some really cool UFO sightings footage that I found online. Now what are we looking at here? I don't know. At first I thought maybe a helicopter. But you know, look guys, I mean, I think you would probably see...
So this is obviously your typical blur phase. What does it look like? Tractor lights in the distance.
See the ground moving, you know, the wind from the, you know, the helicopter blades. You know, I don't know. It doesn't appear to be a helicopter. Then I thought, well, maybe there's a hill back there, and it, you know, it could be, you know, like a truck or, you know, some type of equipment.
I think Secureteam played this one before.
Driving, but then, you know, when you watch the video closely, it appears to be hovering. In fact, it doesn't appear. It is hovering. And there's actually 2 different crafts that's going to appear. The one you're looking at now, and then you'll see a second UFO come into frame. And, you know, the more I watch it, the more I'm convinced that, you know, this is something, you know, I don't know, guys, probably a UFO. I mean, I don't know, you guys...
Yeah, blurry lights in the distance has to be UFO, of course.
Guys, give me a better explanation.
Does that look like a flying saucer?
You know, if it was a
though?
helicopter, you know, I think we would see flashing lights. I mean, look, you guys...
So what's these guys down the side check? This one sort of reminds me of something I've seen before, but just interested to see what these guys think of that one. You watch it all the time, do you, Charles? That's good. I laugh my head off. Yeah, it's hilarious, isn't it? So what are you reckon on this one? The lights in the distance. To me, it looks like something from one of those X-File movies, like someone's filming it from a distance, and they're just lifting it up like a cherry pop picker crane, like a set of lights, maybe like a movie concert where they had stuff flying around. That's what it looks like it's from. Someone's filming it in the distance. Who did lights that hovering up to about tree lights? Was it Dire Straits? Did a concert like that with the UFO flying around? To me, that's what it looks like here. Can't say if it's from a Dire Straits concert, and they're just where's the background sounds? We can't hear anything.
Probably know. Helicopters, they're required to have, certain lights and things.
See, it looks like the same kind of lights you'd get at concerts for special effects for the music going
like
on.
That. This doesn't appear to be anything like that. I mean, these lights are incredibly odd. The shape of the craft, seems to be like a
If they're the UFO, they'd keep filming until it shot upwards or went crazy or something.
disc, like your typical UFO. And it was a really odd, odd video. And I wanted to share it with you guys. And you can see right there, it's above the tree line.
So again, no research into it, but to me it looks like a concert. That's my best guess on that one. Distractions here, I have to re-watch it. Okay. Chemical, I didn't even know you were there. His pictures and shows it on clear. Yeah, that was really funny. Farmers cutting corn. Did they go above tree height though? I suppose the combine harvesters are quite high up, aren't they? It could be farming lights. They could be using those high mast lights to illuminate what they're looking at. So yeah, it could be right there. Concert, could be like nighttime harvesting. Border control choppers, they look too low down though. So nighttime harvesting, this is a really good one. Because we got no information on the video at all, have we? Nighttime harvesters. But of course it's got to be aliens, guys. Here we go. Come up straight away. What's that one there? That looks like the same video, is it? Combine harvester at night. It kind of looks like the same thing, doesn't it? Let's have a look. It's pretty high up. That was in the distance though. Kind of looks the same, doesn't it? And if it's on a hill, it could appear, if it's going up a hill, it could appear above the trees, couldn't it? I think they would have some high mast lights too now. There you go, it's got the same brightness. Yeah, that's definitely a real good possibility. Combine harvester. And if it's going up a hill, it will appear above the tree line. And you got high mast lights too, haven't you? Let's have a look. High mast lights for farming. Let's see what comes up. These, here we go. And they use like LED balloons now. Agriculture lights, LED lights for farms. Let's have a look. See what it comes up with. Looks like the page is too big. Yeah, it's got no pictures. It's bound to be something like that though. There we go. And of course they're portable, you know, like on portable generators. There we go. Wind farms. There we go, portable one. You can't see the top of it. You even get those ones with the helium lights now. The new kind with the helium lights. A lot lighter and a lot easier to transport around. And also you can tow it behind a harvester and it can highlight the whole area for you rather a lot better as well. So you got the helium ones. Let's see, high mass lights. We could say farming, helium, lead balloons. It's normally Oskin's razor is normally the most likely explanation, right? Probably not got the right keyword in. Here's one here though. There you go, Workman. It's one of these helium lights, really easy to transport. And of course you can run it off a motorbike battery or something like that for ages. Compared to those big generator ones, right? That's old school now. You could run it off obviously a 20-volt system. Drag a high mass lights along with you. But yeah, it doesn't look like a UFO to me in that video. He's saying it looks like saucer light. Look, see, that looks so much like we just looked at on that video. Definitely a harvester, I think. But yeah, could be also concert lights because they do similar. Okay, let's move on.
This weird triangular craft appear in the night sky.
Okay, so obviously this one looks like CGI, doesn't it?
Weird triangular craft. Hello, little alien dude. This weird triangular craft appear in the night sky.
Okay, just a few frames.
Triangular craft. Hello, little alien dude. This weird triangular craft appear in the night.
Yeah, it's a little looks like cookie cutter CGI fake. Right. Fake lighting. I don't think it's a blimp or anything.
Sky,
I think,
right there.
That one's
and
pure
also
fake, that one.
Seems to be dropping these little white orbs. Now,
I don't see any white orbs. Pretty bad footage though.
At first I thought, oh, come on, this is fake, you know, CGI. Here we go again, right?
Yep.
But I believe it is real. You know, it could be.
That's why it's not moving or doing anything, right? If it was a blimp, you'd see some movement.
You know, maybe it's the way the clouds are cut out, and then when the lightning flashes, you can see what appears to be the shape of a craft. But then I took a closer look, and you can see the clouds right there. You know, you would be able to see that weird V shape in the clouds, and you can't.
So, yeah, he's taking the piss, I think, this guy. This is the kind of people we don't want in ufology that just put up stuff and give their opinion without actually doing an analysis on that. So he hasn't even put it through any editor or anything like that. You'd see if it moves per frame, right? You'd see if it moves at all, whether it's like a cookie cutter thing out. But I'm not going to do it for this guy because I can see it's just a fake.
You know, so we'll let it.
But you got to remember, he's put this here. Awesome. 3 awesome UFO sightings.
Play through. I'll put a few overlays. And like I said, guys, you're going to notice these weird little white orbs like falling from the clouds, like these giant balls of hell, almost like a, you know, but
yeah,
you know, if you look at the scale of it, I mean, there you go, you see it again. You know, these orbs, they have to be huge. I mean, probably as big as, you know, I don't know, a giant beach ball. You see right there. Like, what is falling from?
Well, could it be hailstones or snow? It actually looks like snow. Or a bug.
In the clouds. Is this the mothership they're releasing, you know, maybe...
So why can't we, if that was the airship, we'd still see enough of it outlined there. So it's got to be a fake. Okay, is this
surface, and, you know, we don't have a clear sightings are getting just crypt. You know, it almost looks like look really closely, and you'll see. Okay, this weird, you know, I don't know, craft. You know,
he's got it too loud, so it's distorting here.
It almost looks like the cigar-shaped UFOs that we've seen in the past, like on the Gemini. You know, when I brought you guys the Gemini video, right?
Yeah, so that look like bats or birds flying across the moon there. So where's the
Gemini.
cigar shape?
You know, when I brought you guys the Gemini video.
You didn't even see it flapping, right? I could see it was flapping. Let's see if I can get better zoom in on it.
Almost looks like the cigar-shaped UFOs that we've seen in the past, like on the Gemini. You know, when I brought you guys the Gemini video.
It was there. You can see flapping.
Right there. It seems to be tumbling. You know, could it be, you know, something, you know, I don't know, maybe some, you know, rock in outer space? Could be. It could be. I don't know, guys.
Could be a balloon or a bird.
Incredibly odd, though.
Bats.
And right here, I thought this was another really cool sighting. Now, you guys have heard, you know, Stephen Greer, different groups, they'll use lasers and things like that to communicate with UFOs. And what these guys here are doing, you know, they have these incredibly powerful lasers.
Okay, so I've debunked this one. We know bats can actually see infrared beams. And if you had an infrared beam fired at your face, I think you're going to change direction, right?
Pointers, and you know they're shining them up, you know, at the UFOs right there, and the UFO seems to be reacting, you know, in a way that a commercial flight wouldn't act, you know. And by the way,
that one there didn't seem to react at all. That one looked like it was like a balloon being lifted off by one of the hoaxes in Greer's group.
These lasers are highly illegal. They're outlawed. They're banned because a lot of idiots out there like to, you know, point them at commercial jets and helicopters and things like that. But you guys can see what's going on here. I mean, really
well, this one
cool.
doesn't look like
and you'll
a bat
notice
to
the
me. This one looks like a
craft,
hoax.
it'll kind of change. You know,
they look like a drone to me on that one, but the other ones he's got where you can see they change direction definitely are bats. But anyway, enough of that, idiots. And we can finally move on to MUFON stuff. Was it not loaded? That's not looking good. What's happened to UFO? Oh no, that's going to ruin our day, isn't it? MUFON has been taken down. Has Jan Hassan taken the database? Oh dear, that's going to end our live stream, and then we can't go through the database. Let's see. Oh wow. The shit has hit the fan, hasn't it? Let's have no? Is anyone else getting the problem? Can you guys see if you can get access to it? That's going to ruin our day. We'll probably have to look at UFO Man or something instead. We've got sandwiches here getting cold too. You know, if I can eat and talk to you guys at the same time. I need to eat though. What do you got here? Does it work for you, Susan? Could people just click on the link and tell me if they'll open up? They had some interesting photographs there too. Well, you can pull it up. Okay, let me just close that down there. Pets New Zealand's been blocked. So this one's going through my direct IP, the other one's going through the proxy and it can't find it. Refuse to connect. They're not blocking New Zealand from accessing the database now, are they? Because I use it. The sort of bastard thing they would do, wouldn't it? Are you sure it's not cased there? Has anyone else managed to bring it up? It works in America, apparently. How about UK? We've got anyone in UK there contested out? Works for you guys. What the hell is going on? Why are they blocking New Zealand? Okay, let me see if I can change my proxy through to UK or America then. I shouldn't have to though. What one should I try? America, where's America? Got UK. Let's try Canada. It's probably cased. I think it's going through the right connections. Okay, what else can I try? Australia? Australia might be working. Maybe not. Nope. UK? Although they're normally really slow. Unbelievable. Must be going. Let's see, what's the IP address? It should be a UK address. Yes. Looks like it's got a cached IP wrong. I think that's UK. Where is the proxy settings on this? Something's happened then. Oh, here it is. Beacon. The proxy switcher, so should be updating. Okay, let's try another one. Oh well, let's put a damper on it all, isn't it? PA, whatever that country is. Panama, is it? Yes, it's not clearing the cache. Just close that down. Let me just reset this. I think 85 is up in Auckland still. And the men in black have got us again. Okay. Let's see. No. That can't be right. Ah. Something's going wrong here. Google can't be reached. Alright. There must be some country I can go through. Well, that slowed us right down. Try America. Haven't tried America yet. Aha, now it's changing. 62. And I still can't access it. It doesn't make any sense. Unless it's shield's off. Shield, site reached. Temporary down it says here. It's got to be down, guys. Can you search? Can you type a number in and search? Does it all work? Or was it only... Have you really checked it? You're not being fooled by your own case, are you? What else can we try? UFOstalker can't be reached, and the IP address is different. It's got to be going through another country to get to it. Let's see. Should be able to ping it, shouldn't we? Thanks, Ken. Yeah, there's always problems ping. Yeah, there's no reply from it. What happens when you ping your ones? Is it 100, or have you got a different number there for UFOstalker? I bet the IP address is being rolled out across DNS servers. I bet, I think it's probably using my DNS in New Zealand, and they've changed it. I bet it's something like that. We need to know what the IP address is that you're getting. Well, how can I get around that? The only way would be a full VPN session. Damn it. It's not replying. Timeout. What other tools can we use? Let's see. DNS. UFOstalker. New Zealand is always the last one to get updated. This is why we always get these problems. UFOstalker. CuteSat.com. What's that? Ah, look, it's got a different IP address. The 54. I wonder if I can change that in the host file. Let's see. host file. I wonder if that's the one. Don't think we can do it by going by the IP address. Probably won't work. I won't think they had a dedicated IP address. Sometimes you can do that, right? Without the name. A bit like the dark web. Yeah, it probably won't know what server it connects to, because normally they have like 64,000 web pages on the same IP address, and they have like a thing called a host header which redirects it based on the name that it reads from the browser. It redirects it to the correct page. So obviously it's confused there. Too long to respond, yeah. Let's just check that number. What else we got? Analysis. So you're going to get a lesson in troubleshooting. Yeah, look, it's got different numbers here, I think. Where's the DNS for it? Can't see it. Damn it. I think we might have to look at something else then, or wrap up for the day. Let's see, host header. Don't want to stuff up too much here. Let's see, how do I do it on this tool? New. How do I add a new entry on it? So I'm using this tool to edit my host file, so I can embed a IP address. Now it looks like it's made one here for me. UFOstalker. .com. Have I typed it in right? It's very small print. Yeah, it's got a space in there, is it? Maybe not. I don't know if that's going to work, but we'll try it. Save. Yeah, let's see if that works. Should change the number now. Oh, there you go. And it's not replying either. Damn it. Wonder what the number is. Only one of you guys could get it that's got it working. I'll probably find out probably. So it's not that number. What else can we use to find out? At least I don't think it's working. Yeah, they come back pretty quick. That number's wrong too then. Oh, damn. They must have moved servers. And it hasn't rolled out to New Zealand. Ridiculous. Yeah, let's try IP address. Probably because I need the .com on the end, probably. It's bloody Google. What's that one saying? ipaddress.com. Yeah. That's what I entered though, isn't it? 5421 15184. And that's not working. I retried that. Unbelievable. GoDaddy. That makes no sense. UFOstalker. It should work. Maybe if I switch back to the New Zealand IP again. I can see the damn thing. There it is. Let's just try it again. It shouldn't be this hard. Aha! They got it. But it has to be on a... They haven't got their H1 set up, by the looks of it. It's not secure. I think that one was secure, wasn't it? So it looks like the IP is right then. So we got around that problem. Unless they change it again. I'll just close that down. Alright. Rehacked it for the time being. Okay, we'll put it back there. Okay. And that should be back to 8.5, I think. And it's probably cached it. Why is it not clearing it? It's funny how it doesn't clear it. The shift key don't clear it for Google. So how come when I pinged it, it didn't work though? Hang on, that didn't make any sense. See that? Oh, they've probably blocked ping. So you can't hack them. That's probably what they've done. They've probably hacked the ping. Which makes it really difficult to troubleshoot when they do that. Alright, so probably why that's not working. Anyway, we can carry on now. Yep. Seems to be loading faster actually. And my IP, let's just check, see if it comes up correct now. Yeah, always New Zealand's always the last one to get the domain server updates. There you go, it's back to 185. Alright, so let's see, photographs. Thanks Susan for your $5 and Ken. I think it's coming down faster actually. Unfortunately, my sugar level's still dropping. What was the one I was going to look at today? Looks like there's a few more added since... Yeah, where's it gone to? Yeah, some of these are really big photographs, you can see. Slow coming down. You think they would store the thumbnails so it just loads instant rather than generating them from 20 megabyte files, right? It's just ridiculous and scaling it down. It's really poorly written websites. So they must move servers then, because it's definitely a lot faster than it used to be. But they still need to improve that there. String of lights. Okay, let's have a look at this one. Unfortunately, my eyesight's gone. I'm just trying to get that back. The insulin has kicked in, guys.
I took a picture of a military Osprey flying by my neighborhood on the afternoon of July 14th. I noticed a tic-tac type shape object flying in front of the Osprey after looking at the image. I did not see the object with my naked eye. The Osprey was flying fast and was very loud. We do not usually have military type aircraft fly over this area. Just private small airplane and common helicopter, news, sheriff type.
They haven't made the bacon crispy enough. I think I'm going to have to redo it. It's horrible when it's cold. I didn't actually hear any of that. What are we looking at? Another pixel UFO, I guess. Took ages for that to come up. Oh, here we go. What is it? Osprey? One of those planes with the helicopter blades. Is that what it is? So what's abnormal about that? Charles as well. Are you guys going crazy today? Thanks very much, Charles. Anyway, you don't have to if you're living week by week like I do. Keep it for your own use. I know it's only a small amount, but still. Alright, we got something in front of it here. A blurfo. A bird, a bug. Is that what we're looking at? Have we got it in this one? Oh yeah, we have to. Heading towards the tree there. Don't think we're going to be able to amplify that one too much, are we? Ah, that's why it's in portrait. And he's taking a snapshot of his phone that way. Why do people do that? Why would you do it that way? So that one's going to be a bug or a bird, right? So it's probably wasting our time on it. Let's run it through metadata. Resend. Got so much popping up here. Okay, so it's a Samsung. But I'm not sure why that last one took it off the screen snapshot. Certainly a Samsung. And what's the megapixels on it? Exposure 1/1384, which is pretty good, but still not good enough. As you know, you need even 1/8000. You can't see individual bugs fly across the screen very well sometimes, but that's still not good enough. Where's the pixel size on it? 12 megapixel, did I see? 4000 by 3000, 12 megapixel camera. But still, it's not going to be good enough. It's a little bug across the screen there. Let's amplify that Osprey, or whatever it's called. Even that's only a few pixels. Let's see how good that comes out first. Resize. So you can see it's out of focus here. I don't think we can even do much with that. If that's blurry, then the other object's going to be blurry too. Let's see. Curves. At least it's not going too slow. But yeah, it's definitely out of focus. Yeah, it's not going to help us there. Even to see the plane. Yeah, it's sort of going slow now. CPU fans kicking in. So they've rotated the propellers that direction, right? Now let's get an original picture of one of those. So you can see here, you can't even sharpen it because it's got motion blur. Although it did actually improve it a wee bit, didn't it? Sort of made it a wee bit better. I think it's called an Osprey, isn't it? Osprey. Yeah. Named after a bird, is it? Plane. Now there we go. It's got to be one of those. Looks like the right size blades, right? Pretty cool plane though. There's one. Looks a bit like that one there, doesn't it? I mean, jump out the back of it. So it's definitely that. Osprey, yep. So we can confirm that. Naked eye. Why don't you do a video of it? And so what's the other object is the question. That's obviously a bird or a bug. So let's go back. Where's this other object going? Can't see it now. Oh, there it is. Say small. I'll just zoom it in here. Still can't see it. Still can't see it. So it's above those trees there. Yeah. We're not gonna get any detail on that, are we? These bacon sandwiches are horrible. They've got bacon here that should be crisped up. It's that kind of stringy bacon. It should never be left like this. I need to train them up to how to cook it. I'm going to have to redo that. It's terrible. You know, I should be thankful that they think of me, but still, you got to do it right. I'm a good cook, actually. I used to cook really good in Australia when I left alone. Even after doing like 12-hour shift, I still made really good food. Photo. It's really salty too, so it needs to be crisped up. But it's no good. It's not bringing up my sugar levels. So I might just go and get something sweet. You could say it's plain like as well here, but I don't think it is. Kind of looks like a bug. Maybe some roller shutter here. It looks like wings there and a set of wings there. It has to be a bird or a bug. That's about all we can say on that one. How are we going for time anyway? We've lost a lot of time today. 2.5 hours. Let me just pop off for a minute, and I'll just stick on. I'll just go get something sweet. I'll put my sugar levels up quick. Because this sandwich is not going to do it, because it's protein. Let's see. What can we do? We'll go for that one. And I'll be back in a minute.
You are listening to the Out There channel.
Go to lose yourself.
The Out There channel.
Oh, right, I got to untick that.
You are listening to
Yes, it keeps
the
going
Out There
around in a circle.
channel.
I'll just get something sweet to drink.
Searching for the truth behind the UFO phenomena. Welcome to the Outlet Channel.
You see, the thing about the UFO phenomena is you really have to know what you're doing in order to provide real evidence.
Searching for the truth behind the UFO phenomena.
Okay, I'm back feeling a wee bit better. I tell you what, diabetes is a curse. It's ruined my life, really. They spend, what is it, $8 trillion killing each other in the Middle East. They probably could have cured a few diseases by then. In fact, I think US created diabetes, actually. They switched from using cane sugar to corn syrup, put it in everything, food, sodas. And I think that overloaded the systems in a lot of people, and you become insulin resistant, right? So it doesn't absorb it, even though your body makes it. You have to overload it with an insulin jab. So yeah, so let's have a look at another one. So yeah, now I can see again. It's amazing how much sugar you have to drink before it's absorbed into the system. It's amazing how the brain and eyes work. You know, when it's going low, your eyes turn black and white. It's kind of strange. Goes to this yellow, white, black. And you can't see colours, and you know that's gone below 3 on the normal on the old sugar scale. But anyway, unless you suffer from it, you won't know what I'm talking about. And then you get the shakes, and I was getting the shakes, and I knew straight away that I had to quickly do something to counteract it. So what's this one here? Looks like another bird one. Should really catch up in the side chat first. Christopher's up the bacon in the microwave a wee bit, but it's still pretty bad. Microwave is really bad for doing bacon. It's now crunchy though. Rob's talking about his show tomorrow. And we got UFO Buster joining us here. Yeah, Paul got sabotaged by diabetes and DNS changes. Anyway, we sort of keep going. So what's this one here? Modified picture. Aimed at the sky. Yeah, where is it on the normal picture though? Enlarged view, is it up here? Kind of looks like a bird, doesn't it? I know, I can't see it up there. Where is it? There. Pixel UFO gang. It's got to be a bird, isn't it? Near the tree line. What a waste of time people put up. Only one image. What are they saying? I have to use the old reader.
I took a photo of an eagle over Cat Lake, near Squamish in British Columbia, Canada, on April 30th, 2014. Sometime later, while looking at the photo, I noticed a strange object I hadn't seen before. It appears metallic, with dark and light gray areas as well as strong lights on its upper half. I initially thought the lights were reflections from the sun above, but then I noticed that the very top is unlit. Also, the side facing the sun is dark, whereas the side opposite of the sun is lighter.
No. That's compression artifacts, right? It's not silver. It's just the limitation of the sensors and the lens. Doesn't even look like a UFO, right? It looks like a bird flapping its wings, and the white bits are artifacts due to the compression. It's probably a JPEG, is it? So yeah, we haven't even got the original photograph. I'm not even sure where he's enlarging it from. Maybe I'll just save it and zoom around it and have a quick look. I think it's only going to be a few pixels though, isn't it? Plus he's aiming it at the sun here. Okay. So those ones we're done with, that were blue foes. Most likely a bug, that one. This one looks more closely to a bird flapping its wings. But if we give it to the, what do you call it? The dream team. I'm pretty sure they'll come up for alien technology. Yeah, I don't know if I can see it even on this. Well, at least I can see now. Is it there? Looks like a bird there. He said he was taking a picture of an eagle, so is that the one of the eagle? Let's have a look. There is an eagle. That's definitely a bird, and you can see again we've got the white shimmering around it. It's not a force field, it's just compression artifact, probably JPEG image in this case. So where's the other thing? Oh, here. Eagle. It could be a plane. Could even be a plane up here. Plane off in the distance, white body. A few pixels to work with again. Although, when you enhance it like that, it doesn't look like a plane. It's probably what the hawk's going after, the eagle, I mean. It's probably a gull. Coming down. How far away from the eagle is it? Looks like it's hidden around in a circle there. No, it looks like it's way above it. Kind of looks like a seagull though. That looks like the wings here, and that looks like the white body rather than artifact on that one. See, the artifact should be relatively similar to this one here. Let's see what we can do with the enhancement. Brightness. Definitely doesn't look like a UFO that I've seen. Yeah, the brightness doesn't do much. Yeah, it's on that one again. Well, at least it's not glitching too bad. Oh yes, it's not too fast, but it's not as bad as it used to be. Yeah, we're not going to get any detail from this. It looks like a bird. And see, we're getting a different color of black here. It's got to be black wings flapping around. That's typical of a bird. A blob. Even that doesn't look very sharp, does it? But that one's gliding, so you've got less motion blur. This one's flapping its wings. It's probably trying to escape the eagle, probably. Okay, so we're done with that one. Certainly not a UFO shape, as he's claiming. Silver. It's definitely white and black. So let's keep on looking. What's this one? Another pixel UFO. So what do you reckon on this one? Kind of looks like it could be reflecting sunlight. It's possibly a balloon, right? And we got no video of it, so we can't see how it's moving probably. Oh yeah, we have. Okay, cool. Let's download one of them. And it's filmed in portrait again. Is that from a plane? We need to find out. That bar's taking up too much space. Light in the sky moving forward and backwards. Which sounds like a balloon, doesn't it? Strange thing about it was a small orb in the corner of my screen when I watched it later. So multiple balloons. Yeah, let's see what it is. It down already? Opening. No, can't be down. ISIS. No, it's on the other screen. Let me just drag it across. What are we looking at? The sun? Through a storm cloud, is it? It kind of looks like a balloon, doesn't it? Chinese lantern even, it's flickering. Could be a distant plane. We've got to see if the blinking's regular to a flashing strobe light. Is there any... look like there's some red in it. Could be a plane. See, it's definitely red there. When it went out of focus. So where's this other orb that he's talking about? Alright, so you got lens flare down the bottom here. So he's got it going out of focus. That's got to be a plane with strobe lights, right? That's got to be a fair distance away though. Has it gone into the cloud layer? I don't think it's moving. I think it's him moving. Let's just check on that. I think it's heading away from him. It could be anything though. LED, balloon, plane. I'm pretty sure I can see it blinking though. It's got the white lights and the red lights, typical of a plane in distance. See there, he's got lens flare down the bottom here from the sun. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do much with that, are we? Apart from plug it in through flight radar and all that business, just to prove it's a plane or a helicopter flying around. Let's grab the other one. It's amazing though what people think are UFOs. Because they don't use the apps, right? They need to use the apps. Makes it a lot easier if they debunk it themselves. Then us having to scroll back and put all the correct time zones in and all that sort of stuff, as you know. It's pretty yucky business. So it's a movie file, so it's recorded on obviously an Apple phone.
And it's gone. Just gone.
Great.
You tell me.
Well, the plane's flying into the cloud layer. I tell you.
Wow.
So we didn't actually see it disappear. What did he do to videos? Did he split it in half? What does Apple do that, if that's the case? That's just crazy. It's filmed in bloody portraits instead of landscape as well. So what can it be? It could be a lead balloon. It could be a plane. It could be a helicopter. And you won't hear it from that distance because it's pretty far away. Or it could be a Chinese lantern. It's got the right colour. No, I think it's stationed. I think he's just moving it around there. Hang on. Got to keep your eye on the cloud, relative to the cloud. It's in the same place. It looks like it's moving, but it's not. Going further and further away from him. Getting smaller, see? Got to be a plane. Out of focus. Yeah, it's got to be a plane with AVA. What do you call it? CAS, collision avoidance lights. We probably could plug it in flight radar and see if we can actually prove it. Let's see. I really hate using it, though. It's complicated as you know with time zones. So it's at 11 to 1 hour to midnight there. Should we do flight radar or not? Or should we keep looking for something that's better? Moving forward and backwards, he reckons, but that kind of sounds like a helicopter, maybe. Well, I suppose we could do the flight radar. It's going to take a lot of time, though. Now see how the CPU goes. They've logged me out. Great. Bugger. They logged me out. Let me just, not sure it's going to reveal any details. I'll do it on the other screen. Sometimes they pop out stuff that you don't want people to see. Yeah, it's logged in. Yeah, bring it back. We don't want no hackers. So it's now says gold up the top there. And we need to go to America. So whereabouts are we? It's California, I think. All those planes going back and forth to California. That's just crazy. It's adding more on now. So we can't actually just say go to city, can we? I don't think it works. It's not like Google. So we need to find out where on the map we need to go to. This is where it's always complicated. Now look, you got sun going down soon in America. It's pretty good. That's the current map of all the planes in the sky over America. That's why you don't see more crashes, really. It's pretty amazing. It reckons there's 7,000 on the screen at the moment. Oh no, 1,500 out of 7,000 in the sky at the moment. So that's only half the number of planes that normally was flying around since the C-19, right? So we need to find whereabouts on the map we need to look. This is why it's time consuming. It'd be good if we can prove it's a plane though. Okay. A little country town, is it? Leah Brackley Park. Is that the correct place? Where does it say the city name? Is that the correct place though? Oh yep, looks like it. So we need to go there on the map, up near Michigan Lakes. America's a big place. So it's over here somewhere, isn't it? There we go. Down to there somewhere. What's the names of the map get smaller when I go in? Now I can start to read it. No, they disappeared again. What's going on there? Oh, that's no good. What have they done to it? Why is the labels disappearing? Oh no. I can't read that fine print. That's ridiculous. So we're looking for a place name called Centralville. Centerville. Okay, where is it, guys? We want to be right over top of it. Knoxville. Where's Centerville? Gonna have to zoom back out. Yep. I'm screwed. This is why I hate doing it. And the plane software is designed to hold it up to the sky where you are and use GPS and all that. So when you use it to look back cases, you go through all this problem getting the right location, direction you're looking. I can't even see it on the map now. We know it's over here somewhere. How far away? Bloomfield. See if we can see Bloomfield. Where are we gone? Oh god. This fine print is just terrible. CPU's going crazy now. Why is this thing's not going right here? There we are, up here somewhere we need to be. Yeah, so can we see Bloomfield? Yeah, be right. Helicopter there. Certainly a lot of planes in the sky at the moment. Oh, well, we've got to look in this area. This playback anyway. Oh right, we haven't worked out the time zones. We have to get the UTC time. I think we have to add minus 5 hours of what I saw there. UTC, where's that? Oh, 6 hours Central Standard Time. And then it says negative 5 hours here. Daylight saving, is it? Yeah, plus 1 hour. Is it daylight savings over there at the moment? It would be, wouldn't it? See, that 1 hour difference can make really stuff you up, you see. So, what's the time? It was 11 o'clock, so we've got to subtract 5 hours of it to get a UTC time. What's that work out? 11. It's got to be 6 hours. So we want it on 6 in the morning, same day to be UTC time. 2nd of July, is it? Okay, let's give it a try. It's complicated. Where's it gone? What's happened? This Google Maps stupid. Okay. Yeah, I know. It's Not working too well for us today. Okay, this 220. What's going on here? July 2nd we want. That's June. July. There we go. And it needs to be either 6 or 7 in the morning, right? Now we better see how many planes are in the sky. Come on, I chose the right one. 6 or 7. Okay, let's see. Okay. There's still a few planes in the sky there. So which direction was he looking, right? So there is one in range here. I think that's where his location is. Let's have a look. Centralville. Down that location here. Angle. Centralville. Where is it now? It's got to be here. Like, it's like the right location. It's got to be this plane here. Right over top. Kind of looks like the right type of plane too. Not a super plane, a big jet. Probably would have been fairly high up, 38,000 feet. And it'll be a little pixel. So there is a plane right over the area there. But we need to confirm it's Centralville. So let's have a look. Blackville. Can you see it? It's very dim on my screen for some reason. I think they've changed something. Maybe they've turned on nighttime dimness or something. Centralville. Green City. Where's that? Green City. Why doesn't it come up like that for us? Walnut City. Can't even see Green City on the map. Green, green, green. It has to be that plane though. It's right on location. What else? Place names we got here. You'd think it'd be easy, wouldn't you? It's not though. It's not using the same Google Maps. That's why I hate using it. Here's Centralville. Okay. And it's hidden in the right diagonalness. Where was the plane again? So that would be about right, wouldn't it? How many miles would that be? 40 miles away. So it's up here. Centralville. It's not that far away. Where's the map? The map distance. Where's the ruler? We ain't got a ruler. So they're over a place called Green City. So let's do it on Google Maps then. I think it's in view and distance. You could see how small it was. to green. And it's moving away, remember? He was looking at it, and it was moving into the clouds. He was saying it was moving left and right and all that business, but we didn't actually see that. I think that was optical illusion. You know, you get atmospherics, and it sort of bends the light. It looks like it's moving more than what it actually is doing. It's not actually moving. It's going through ice crystals. What was that? Green Bay, was it? No, it wasn't Green Bay. Greenville. Oh, damn it. What was it called now? Green City, wasn't it? Green City. Here we go. No. Oh, could it be another state? I suppose it could be. Green City. MO, they reckon. Let's have a look. Is that the right one? Yeah, it was over this way, wasn't it? It was next to Green City. 42 miles. I said 40. Nice. That was pretty close. No, I reckon it's that plane. So that would be debunked, I'd say. It was more over this way. Yep. Where's it on the map again? The writing's so small. It's got to be that one, right? They're in this city here, 42 miles away. Yeah, so there we go. I confirmed it with that horrible program. It's better to have it installed on your phone and hold it up to the sky. So, since we bought a license, I should use it more often, shouldn't I? So, let's bring that back down. Look at this silly one here. Did we look at that one last time? 1, 2, 3. Looks like 4 LED lights. Someone flying a drone over the house. 4 lights. Why is it not working? Okay. What's that in the corner? Is that like a security camera? L4343 screen. It has to be a security camera, doesn't it? ISO 1600. So if it's on security camera, we got motion blur. Okay, we've got the red light there. It's going to be a plane, isn't it? Red light smudged. Yeah, kind of looks like a plane now. You got the is it landing lights? It'll be landing lights. It'll be the wing lights here, and that'll be the red light on the back tent thing. I suppose we could plug it into Plane Finder and check that one out too, I suppose. I think we'll just look for something else, because you can see how easy it is for me to verify that being a plane. It could be, you know, it still could be a drone with some LED lights on it, red, white. What's he say on it? Sitting outside, got up to go to the garage and noticed bright light in the near distance. Stationary, didn't move. Got the camera outside. It's a plane moving away from him. Took a picture. Went to get the wife. So it wasn't a security camera then. Well, he certainly didn't keep it really still then, because it's all got motion blur on it. Long exposure. Ah, right, he's got the shutter open longer to let more light in. So that means it's going to move and it's going to be like a smudge. Yeah, so it's going to be a plane, isn't it? So today's all planes. Last time, midweek, it was all balloons. What are these guys saying? Who said Batman cancer? I'm not too sure what you're going on about there. Okay, so let's carry on. Oh shit, we've gone over 3 hours already. What's going on here? Alright, it didn't go to the top. Where's the one I was going to do today? I've lost it. Didn't I have it on the front image? Oh no, I had the aliens, didn't I? It was on midweek's one. Oh well, we'll just keep looking. What's this one? A smoke ring. Looks like a number balloon. I'll just download it and have a watch. So what number is it, you reckon? Coming down. Let's have a look at it meantime. Filmed in portrait again. A number C balloon, maybe? I don't know. What the hell's that? Hey? What's that meant to be? Looks like the camera lens or something. Has he got like a pair of binoculars in front of the lens trying to zoom in on it? Let's try and get the balloon there. That's what he's doing. That's internal camera eyepiece, is it? So what's all this in the background here though? Kind of strange. What are you saying? Current events. So me trying to find that plane bored you. I know, it's pretty boring doing this sort of stuff. So let's have a look at the video. Looks like an eye. Kind of looks like a balloon, doesn't it? And that's what we got. Looks like an eye. So what did he do? He took a picture, put binoculars on it to zoom in. So we can't actually do that unless we play it really slow motion. Looks like an eye. There we go. Whoop. Looks like the picture is better quality than the video, huh? 1080p, filmed in portrait, is not going to be very good. Looks like an eye. Maybe this is an eye. Friggin' eye. Boring, these pixel UFOs, really boring. That's all out of focus as well, I think. The picture is the best thing we got to work on, and it looks like a letter C balloon. Wow, what am I doing? Paint. I don't want crappy Microsoft Paint. Paint.net. Yeah, we ain't got the quality. It's a waste of time. A blur flow. That's the difference between doing a picture and a video. Or you should do both. I don't even know if we can see the shape of it. You need those extra pixels from the picture. 3 times quality. That's terrible. And let's grab the picture that he's got here. So that's what we thought was the roof line. Is actually the edge of the blockers that he's put in front of the lens. Or at least he's optically assumed it rather than using digital, which obviously is giving us more details here. He might have one of those clip-on lenses. That might be what it was, a clip-on lens. Let's see. Let's just have a quick look again. Is it a clip-on lens? That's not quite. Yeah, it's one of these clip-on lenses, isn't it? But how's he doing it? What's that in the background there? Is he filming it off LCD screen? What's that in the background? I can't work it out. It doesn't look like windows. Looks like pictures, doesn't it? What the hell is he doing? Looks like he's playing a video or something. I don't know. This one looks like a bit of a suspect one, doesn't it? Okay, here's the image. Okay, what have we got? JPEG. It's a strange size, 1080 2220. That doesn't sound like it's off a camera. Zero information. I reckon he's faking it. He's filming a LCD screen. It says screen snapshot up here though. So it's got to be on his camera. Gallery, look, gallery. So he's got to be zooming in with software. Using like a virtual magnifying glass. So it's not a clip-on lens after all. Kind of weird. I don't know what people do out there, but it's not the correct thing to do. So what is it? Smoke ring? Balloon? I don't think it's a smoke ring because on the video it should have broken up, so it's got to be a balloon. What letter balloon is it though? What do you reckon? Looks like it's twisted on itself there. I think it's the letter O again, isn't it? And it's sort of crumpled. So it's going around. Goes around here, crumpled up. Then it comes around. Where's my CPU gone? CPU gone. So it's crumpled up here. Goes around and it's crumpled into there. Comes back around. It's got to be like a number O or letter O balloon. Certainly a lot better quality than looking at that. Anyway. Not a UFO. Planes and balloons today. Let's see if we can find a decent one and wrap it up for the day, I suppose. So much for doing lots of MUFON. Yeah, it's taking ages to come down. We did that one before, didn't we? Okay, someone's aiming at the sun. We know that's going to be like lens flare. There it is there, is it? Orb on the field. Lens flare. Plane, probably. And of course, those ones would have to plug into plane finder or flight radar. And I don't want to do that. We want a simpler one to debunk. Because I don't think we're ever going to get anything decent. That's a UFO. So what do we got here? Sun setting, lens flare again. That one's really slow coming down. Cloud with another pixel UFO. Because I can't see anything in there. Another little dot in the sky. Just above the horizon, which is in perfect line with it being an International Space Station. It's in that area. And we don't want that one. We want something better. Another little white dot, which could be a plane or balloon. That's boring. Come on, give us something better, guys. Here we go. We've got to see a plane this time. Why can't we get a UFO like that? Classic flying saucer. That would be really exciting. Okay, so what else we got? I don't know. A building. Oh, we got some dogs. Let's have a look at this one. At least we've got some dogs to look at. Alright, it's up here. I can see it now. It will be a bug or a bird. Okay, let's rotate it around properly. Yeah. Alright, let's have a quick look. It's around the right way now. I bet it's on a so what is that, guys? It looks like a fly, doesn't it? Fly or bird. And you can see the wing coming down here. Some kind of bird or bug. Most likely a fly, is it? Well, that's a wee bit too stubby to be a bird, but it's hard to tell. Okay, so what type of dog is that one? Can't quite see. Is that a boxy? It looks like boxy skin. It looks like your dog, Susan. Okay, so let's enhance it, I suppose. Let's check out the other stuff too. Is that the one? Yep. So what's it reckon? Apple! Told you it was an apple. It always comes out the wrong way around. Rotated 90 degrees. 1/2000. You can see that's why we can see wings. It's pretty good exposure time there. Instead of 1/30, 1/60. Still not good enough though. Shame it's not recording in burst mode so we can see how it flies across. I get like 10 minutes of 1000 frames a second burst mode on the camera. You can see the wings flapping then. What did he say on it? Looks like a UFO.
I was building a patio cover and my wife took a picture of the project. The picture was sent to my daughter where she pointed out the object in the sky. The photo was taken as a live photo that shows the object traveling at a very high rate of speed in correlation to my movement in the photo. I have shown multiple people the photo and no one has seen anything like it before.
Really? I bet all you guys have seen it before, especially if you follow my channel. So where is it going? Up here. I wonder what the Dream Team would have made of it. Dave Scott seems to be the only one that made any sense out of the whole Dream Team. And he wasn't even perfectly on point either. Is it a bird or is it a fly? I must admit, it kind of looks like a bird now, doesn't it? You can see the wing coming up that way. It's one of the better photographs we've had. Let's see. What kind of bird would it be though? Oh. Well, brightness is not doing much. Looks like a small black bird of some kind actually. And looks like the wings, it's like it's heading away that way. CPU is peaking a wee bit here. And there we go. You can see the shape of the wing coming down now. It's not transparent enough to be a fly. Definitely got the long triangular shape going to it there. It's definitely some small bird. I was hoping to get that bit to pop up. as well. But the CPUs are not going to play with us. But yeah, you can see here the wings definitely are bending down the other direction there. Yeah, it's definitely a bird. Definitely not a UFO anyway. But yeah, the filters do help, as you can see. If the CPU is not too bad, but it's still pretty bad. So I still haven't fixed it. Look, it hasn't responded to me. Finally. Alright. They reckon it's probably the swap file, which is probably true. As you load those big photographs into memory, and it's trying to keep a collection of all your different changes there, so you can roll it back. Probably choose up the memory for the application, and has to swap out some, which slows it all down. So we get rid of that. So what is it today? Birds, bugs, balloons, and planes. Do we do one more? Yeah, it's gone back to the start of the page again, which is really annoying. Is that the same place? Arizona. Nope. Different picture. Hey, what's in this one? At least it's a day one. Makes it a bit more interesting. I can see cacti. Is it in there? Cacti. Flat roof houses. Because it don't rain. I don't particularly like the flat roof houses, but what they do on the top of the houses, do they sit in deck chairs or sunbathe or something? Or have a swimming pool up there? Now there'll be a lot of weight on the roof though, wouldn't it? So what can we see here? Got a piece of dirt on my screen, that's in the way. Is it cactus? Yeah, cactus. Cacti. Won't have any snakes in that bunch, eh? Power lines. That one's got a roof. There's the flat roof one here. But what are we meant to be looking at? Oh, that thing there. A bird. A bird. A bluefo, again. Could be a plane. And you got a picture of me. Could be a white plane. It's got that sort of tail fin to it, hasn't it? So you can see like the wing coming down here. And tail fin that way. And it's overexposed. So if we can play around with it in filters. Bird, bug, or plane. Certainly not a UFO because it's got not the right shape. What else we got? Okay, where is it there? Looks like it's moved in the sky then, is it? Okay, let's have a look. What are we looking at here? There's that flat roof. And we knew the white object was over here somewhere. Oh, here it is. And it's even more of a blur. So, it looks like it possibly could be a plane then. Because if it was a bug, it probably would have moved over this way. Yeah, it's got to be a plane in the distance. So it is the day of plane UFOs. Okay, well, that's there somewhere. It's really hard to see. Where is it? Why can't I see it? Yeah. It's very hard to see it. It's only a few pixels. Oh. Yeah. Probably got too much selected. Yeah. Paste it to a new image. Zooming in. Yeah, it still looks like a plane heading away. Probably be a bit more grainy now. I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty blurry, isn't it? Sharpen plus. Still has a plane shape to it though, doesn't it? So you can see the triangle wing coming this way, triangle wing going that way. And it's just overexposed. Looks like a tail fin coming up this way. A small white plane of some kind, like a Learjet maybe. That's blobby because of the extra light flying off it. Let's run it through filters. Let's reduce the brightness. And there you go. Sort of does have the wings coming out this way. Tail fin. It's got to be a plane in it. What do you reckon? Electric fence. How can that be electric fence? What are you talking about? Are you talking about the power lines? Alright, so Google got rid of some of the dislikes today. Okay, let's see if I can work out what Susan's talking about. Let's just stick it through color changes. There you go, you're starting to see the wing now. There you go. Looking more like a plane, isn't it? Tail fin there. I wonder what kind of plane it would be. I suppose we'd probably have to put it on the flight radar business again. But yeah, that's pretty good. Enhancement there. Just take away some of the glow off the white. Definitely a bird plane shape. What electric fence is it? I thought it was power lines. Yeah, I suppose it could be electric fence. But why is it all empty here though? Doesn't make sense. It's got to be a power line. That looks like wire between posts. You're in, it's a fence, so I don't know about that. Anyway, that's a plane. I ain't gonna look it up. I ain't gonna prove it's on the map. But I bet it is. I bet it's on the flight radar. Yes. Hey, at least I got UFOstalker going. Hasn't been so bad today. It's very hard to fool a computer scientist. You can always work your way around things. One thing I can't get around is the speed of the CPU, though. It sucks. And the internet speed, without paying lots of money. I think even Richard's had problem upgrading to 1080p. His ISP plan doesn't allow for it. And it was dropping off the router or something. Well, 720p is only like half the bit rate, you see, and you can do 720p quite easily. But 1080p just doubles it. Makes it a lot nicer though. Imagine doing 4K streams. I don't know how you can do that. But for me to go from $100 a month to the next speed, it's just absolutely ridiculous. I think it's like $300 or $400 a month. So we'll just have to put up with the slowness. What I need is... oh, here we go. Got rolling shutter on that one. That's going to be a bug or a bird flying across. You can see the wing. I think we looked at that one before, haven't we? Single bird, but it looks like two flying together. Maybe I'm going to find that other image that I started with. It'll be here somewhere. Oh yeah, I think it was on this page too. So in a week we've got 4 pages of extra photographs. Which one was it though? Maybe it was on the next pages. We're caught up to where we were last week anyway. 5. Not last week, midweek. Here we go. Was that the one? Not sure. Kentucky. Don't see anything in that one. Looks like it's out of focus and motion blur. Let's have a look at it anyway. It hasn't come up. Okay. What is it? It's a plane, isn't it? Isn't the body of the plane there? A wing. And it's got the tanks on the end. Or it could be a seagull or bird, right? It could be the body of the bird and the wings. And the wingtips are bent downwards. And we got motion blur there. Bird or a plane? So I was thinking maybe it could be petrol tank on the end, or gas tank, or what you want to call it, fuel tank. They use kerosene, don't they? Because the Learjet have those tanks on the end. Learjet, I think it is. Or a tank. My hand's gone to sleep. I think it's time to give up today. It's been a disaster a wee bit, hasn't it? But it was a good laugh. We spent a good laugh in the first hour and a half anyway. There we go. These ones with the tank on the end. It's got the right distance part, you see. Quite big though. Looks like there's one there. Has it got the right body for it though? Suppose it would have. And we got some distortion there, I think. Obviously here. Well, it could be looking underneath a bird. Oh yeah, it's pretty crappy. Anyway. I think I better wrap it up there, guys. Coming up to 4 hours, I guess. Let these guys get away. We've had like constant 6 people watching anyway. The real hardcore UFO buffs out there. Unfortunately, we can't come across any classic flying Mexican hat. Let's see. We looked at those ones before too. I don't think there's any good one to look at really. Oh, rubbish. Rubbish, rubbish, rubbish. And we need some members to bring their own videos in maybe. Might be a bit more interesting than what's being submitted to MUFON lately. What's it doing? Taking forever on the day to come down again. What are we looking at? A paddock of birds and bugs again? I bet you. They took a snapshot and saw a black object. There we go. Bird or bug. Flares being dropped. Looks what? Oh god, it's terrible really. Let's have a look at that one. What do you reckon? Looks like they're going downwards. They got smoke coming off them. Got to be flares, isn't it? And this one. Yeah, it looks like a flare, illumination flare drop. Another military exercise. Anyway, we'll wrap it up there for today. Well, what do we got? Robert with the interview. He's got permission to play the interview tomorrow and make comment on it, I suppose. Colonel Holt. So I'll queue that up after this live stream is processed. I need to get back to the beginning again. Oh well, thanks for joining us, guys. Started off good and then we ran into some hitches, but we got there in the end. My computer broke and I broke. I'm good now. The sugar level's probably high now. When the sugar level's high, the eyes work. When they're low, the eyes don't work. Thanks for your donations, guys. Charles, Susan, Ken. Did we get any subs? Or let's have a check. See if it's updated. Probably lost some. Yeah, it's taken a while. Yeah, we did too. We lost one. Oh well. See you later, buddy. We can't deal with snowflakes around here. Yep. Let's just say good night here too. Good night all. Thanks for watching, liking. Damn, that font's getting smaller, I think. Watching and liking and commenting. Although I didn't get to read much of the comments on the side, yeah. I'll just have a quick looky. Good night, Ken. Talking about the Waltons. Yeah, I actually got that on the hard drive, the series, actually. Fantasy Island. Isn't it a movie now? Didn't they remake it? We used to watch it after school on our TV in New Zealand. Okay, Paul, never mind. Alright, okay. What else we got? Bought a gadget that fits on my phone. Yeah, that one of those little clip-on lenses, but they're not that good. If you don't line it up, you can see inside the lens, which is not good. Take a picture of my phone. Really hard to do. Definitely it would be, yep. What's Shelley up to? She's having a bash up with the Nocturnal guy, is she? Tyler's sucky bus, maybe, yeah? I reckon. Incubus, succubus. Okay, who's GUFOn's succubus? Blake Cousins. Tyler Cousins said to me he was a nice guy when he cursed out a guy. I suppose there's going to be a lot of funny comments here. Robert's gone, I guess. Happy drinker. I think mostly Shelley's comments, isn't it? Never done shrums. Who's doing shrums? What are we talking about shrums for? No pause up. Okay, UFOstalker. Yeah. These guys are all okay. It's just New Zealand was behind the rest of the world. They'll be updated now, probably. But you can see how I got around the DNS problem. You know, how they sort of can block the DNS for a website. You can just put it into your host file and put the right name, and it all works. And if you want to block a site, you just put 0000, so it's got a wrong IP address and it looks always in the wrong place, so it always comes up with an error. So if you want to block some spyware that's always calling home from a piece of software, most of my one in the host files to block Windows updates, as you saw. Anyway, it's Chemical Kingfish. Love to space out with you dudes. Where's the rest of the comments gone? It won't go up any higher. Oh, that sucks. Can only go back so far. Oh, well, let's see how it processes. All the more interesting comments when I was laughing my head off. Bollocks of it. Good night. See you again tomorrow. But 1 hour earlier, hopefully, with Robert. Succubus. Susan. We are naughty today, though. We had a good laugh at those buffoons, though. You gotta have a sense of humour in the UFO field. I just wish someone would film one of these damn UFOs that everybody says they saw really close, you know, saw all the details, windows and all that sort of stuff. That's what we want. Someone's got to have something out there somewhere. All we get is CGI, hoax, birds, balloons, planes. That's really disappointing after 4 years of looking at these every day. Anyway, better close down here. I still haven't eaten that bacon sandwich, but I'll try and eat it now.